There we go.
Greetings.
There we go. We got audio now.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings. What's up?
Hello, all.
It's your boy Easy.
Yes. It's your boy, Ryan.
Mm.
We are here. Man, chat's been going off, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me. I'm the reason we're late. I've been trying to get the show off to an early start.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dinner ran long, and then all this other stuff happened, and now I'm the reason.
Where was it running? How long was it?
Mm.
Got him.
Let's see. We got so much chat. We got Noah in the chat.
Oh.
He's got that countdowns for the birds. You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
But we have to, because you have to give people a chance to get on the page. Because you got to be able to get there, so everyone's here when we get here.
Yeah.
Then I blame myself, and then he just was very lovely and said we're great.
Oh,
And he wouldn't care if he wasn't such a fan. And I
well,
love
he's
that.
great.
Yeah, no, he is. It's always a good feeling to have Noah in the chat watching.
It is. Always... We got all our friends in the chat. I'm excited about this.
Everybody's here. It's pretty amazing. So let's see, to try to catch up. So then, then you asked, how do we get certified turtleified?
Yeah.
And then Jake told us it's like Twitter, and it costs $9.99 a month for certification turtleification, which had me snorting on the back porch. Pretty fucking good, I'll be honest. Like, it was the certification turtleification, because that's exactly how you say that.
Oh yeah,
and that was amazing. M's in the chat. Man. Mitch Fletcher's in the chat. Your boy Malik. I'm lean green and back on the scene. The Turtle Titan has arrived. That's like that is. You're just naming yourself right there, dude.
I love
That's
it.
Intense.
I'm here for that.
I love it. No, just stomp in the chat like that. That's the energy we need. Turk down for what from M. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty great. Let's see here. And I got to take it from the top. Well, you're actually really early. I don't know if Sweat Lodge isn't happening, M, or something. But you know what I mean? But M's in the chat early, so they must have canceled Sweat Lodge.
Something happened.
Something. God, Jake. Yes, I have 10 years marketing experience, and I'm also certified turtleified for about 3 months. And then Mitch says it's not Kevin Eastman's fault Next Mutation was bad. That could be attributed to the writers and the fact Saban wanted a more comedic direction instead of an action comedy mix for the show. I gotta be honest, Mitch, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the episodes, but me and your boy Easy are not hating this show, actually.
No.
Like, far from it.
Yeah. This episode's a little weird. It's
yeah, like, it's not a great day for the Dragon Lord, but besides that,
yeah.
Jake says, and I rewatched the episode before the stream tonight, and my gosh, I remember every single moment from this episode. I definitely watched this all the time as a kid. That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Well, then you'll be more than caught up then for the review today. Indeed. Oh man, see, we got John Clements. He comes in early. He's like, "Damn, busy with work crap."
Oh,
turn down for what? Yeah, he has to like drop that right at the end.
Oh, of course.
The M and John combination in particular is always like a great, it's a good little flavor combo.
I'm here for it.
It's like lemon lime. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Jake, this episode feels like it ends right where it begins. I remember that as a kid too.
Oh yeah, it totally does. Now that you mention that, yeah.
Ben is in the chat. What's up, Ben, bro?
Ben.
Turtles come out and fight gluten allergies.
Ooh, all right.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna add that to the list.
That's a tough one. I feel like we could almost bust it out now. But let's keep chat up. That is Farmer Greg.
Oh yeah.
Chat, by the way,
with the WTF. I don't know what he's WTFing, but he did.
Mitch says, one of these days I'm going to rewatch East Meets West pilot and take a whack at rewriting it so it's a little more in tune, less zany, less horny. Venus is their sis, not a love interest. Yeah, no, I mean,
I don't know.
They could probably.
So far, they're saying she's not her sis. They're sis. They're not related. They're not blood. But then again, in America, it's getting to the point where you can just do that anyway. It doesn't matter anymore. But
yeah.
So, who knows?
No, I mean,
things are very
take a hack at it.
Just try it. See what happens.
Oh no, it's the things, guys. Love to be here. Something about that live suit. Hell yeah, Noah. That's what's up. No launch tonight for M.
Oh,
That's a thing.
Yeah.
And then he says, yeah, Mitch says, fair enough. Oh, Noah also brings up the bonus episodes, which, yes, we are back on those.
They should be uploaded.
Back on that
so
plan.
let me know if you had any problems with that, because I haven't got to double check everything, but I did everything best of my abilities. But
let's see. He says, fair enough, guys. I'll give it another shot, especially because I think baddies are untapped potential. I think they could. Eric, what happened to your face? Holy shit.
What are you talking about?
I just noticed it because Greg commented on it. What is going on with your facial area?
What? Nothing is wrong. What do you... I saw him say that. I don't know.
How did I see you this? How did I see you this whole time?
Everything is still... I don't understand. Do I have a filter on or something? Or do you? Like, everything's there?
What?
I don't know.
Did this?
Sorry, I can't keep it going. No, I had.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Eric? What's happening? What's happening? Because I saw you for like 2 seconds when we got on before we did the countdown.
Yeah,
I did not notice it. And then I was reading chat and I wasn't even looking at you and I didn't notice it. And now I notice it and I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. What's going on, dude?
I was trying to say I was trying to say things like, yeah, that's really uneven. And like, that's really unbalanced and off balance and all these things to allude to it. No, I just thought it would be hilarious to shave out my face and just come on. See what you
what? What the fuck?
I was
what
like,
are you doing? What's going on?
I ran out and I told Shannon.
What's going on?
And she's like, you got to do it.
Wake up.
But don't tell
I gotta wake up.
Don't tell him.
What's going on? When did you do this? Did you do this on the break?
For the 15 minutes. Yeah, I just went in there and just did it real quick.
Why did you do that?
I had to.
Why did you do that?
To get people to come to YouTube and watch us on YouTube, even though they won't hear this part.
Are you kidding me? What is going on? Why are you...
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh.
What the?
And it's so good that everyone's here.
Eric, came out of your face. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. It's like it's like a loop. Like I look away like this, and I think, okay, I'm gonna pull out of it, and we're gonna talk. And I look up and I see you again. And I just can't. Were you? Okay, I have some questions. I have questions I have to ask. First of all, I am blown away by the fact that it took a comment for me to notice.
Oh god.
That's how on task I was in chat. Dude.
Oh,
I was so on chat. I did not see you.
I was kind of getting up
close. I had
close
to ask you so many questions. Why did you... Were you planning on doing that?
Yeah. I think Shannon had told me the other night, she's like, wouldn't it be funny if you just shaved half your face? Just got on it. Just did. Or one of us did. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I ran outside real quick. I was like, hey, I'm going to do this. She's like, yeah, do it. But I'm like, but I kind of want to tell Ryan it's a bit and not let him know what it is. And she's like, no, just let him go with it. And I was like, all right. So then, yeah, when we got everything set up and then I hopped on the countdown, I just jumped in the, splish splash and yeah. But yeah, I figured, the things we got to do for the channel and the fans and everyone here. So that worked out amazing.
I hope you are all really enjoying this.
I
am. I need a second. I got M telling me to cool down and settle down. I can't.
Yeah, she is a goddamn genius.
Jake.
Oh my god.
Jake, dude, get to YouTube right now. There's a dude on live with half a beard. He's some kind of deep diving daddy. Dude, have you seen this guy with half a face layer? Dude, Turtle Soup, I don't know what the fuck it is. You got to get on here.
Oh my god. Oh, that was so good. Oh, See, this is then Francisco's here too. Everyone we love is here. That's so awesome.
Here, dude.
Oh man,
it's insane. I don't understand.
Oh
now,
man,
I have a very pertinent question to ask you, and that is that you are going to shave that off before we do the show, right?
I mean, you don't know, Ryan. You never know. I gotta take a picture real quick.
You're doing the two face because you're looking at the side. You did the two face because you looked at the. Did you do that on purpose?
I might have, Ryan. I might have. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get with me.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. You just did this. So good. The two-face look, dude. That's so good. The only way I think I can have you do it on Prime, and I don't think I can handle it to be 100, but
yeah,
I could try to keep it straight, is if you did the entire episode like in that two-face mode where you were kind of like looking at your notes this way.
Right.
Like, yeah, and then you kind of cover up and kind of go, all right, yeah. So anyway, you show the other side.
Right. But I'd have to be a different personality for each side though. That's the thing. That would be the difficultness of it.
Oh.
So one would be the
like
evil.
When you take over a point in the review, you have to switch over
to
one side, and then when you're like,
it's like, well, actually, that's really fucking dumb, Ryan. That's really stupid. That's a dumb thing to say. And then be like, well, actually, it's I don't know, I kind of get it. It makes a little bit of sense to me. When you look at it this way.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this episode. I hate this episode.
Oh goodness. Ooh. Oh, that was good.
Oh my god.
That worked out better than I could have imagined.
My god.
That pleased me well.
That's
man. You all right?
Does that feel weird?
Surprisingly,
does that feel weird to have like one side like warmer with the hair and the other side like not with the no hair?
No, it doesn't feel really any different.
Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, not from what I can tell. I'm gonna try to drink something. Let's see if that's any different. Okay, that feels weird. Yeah,
because you got a flavor saver on one side, and
the other side's just
you're like Colonial Boy on the other side.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. You look like you have a lot of other questions.
I don't. No, I do. I'm
like I'm making you feel things. Man.
No, I'm just trying to like kind of chill it out. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do look like I lost a bet.
No, yeah, he does. You stole the entire pregame show.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I can't. No, you're good. You're good. It's only. I laughed harder than I ever have in a long time.
Oh, well, that's good.
I think I think it's just your pregame show.
Oh man, we might have to keep this one attached to the episode because this was
we might have to.
Oh man. So for all y'all that normally don't show up on the YouTubes, this is what y'all are missing. All the shenanigans.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's huge. Mm-hmm. Jesus, I love it. I love it. And now the suspense is going to be when we go to the 5 minute before the regular show. Like, does Eric actually come on and do a show like that? Is it shaved? Like, what do you do?
I don't know. You tell me. I did it for what just happened. That's the sole reason I did it. But I mean, if we want to run with it, I can run with it. I don't care.
I don't know, dude.
I have no shame. Very little shame.
I'll leave it up. I guess we can leave it up to chat because so guys vote like shave or keep it like it is for Prime. My problem is I worry that I might have to like. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it together, but if chat wants it, if the viewers want it during Prime, that's cool. So let me get so Noah's got to leave it. Like leave it like it is. Leave it or shave it is the vote. So we need those votes up.
Yeah. Let us know.
We need some majority opinion. We need like some kind of quorum on what we got to do here.
Oh man, I hope everyone else appreciated that as much as we did. That felt good. You know when you laugh like really hard and it's like you feel like you're gonna die?
Yes. Like when you don't know if you'll be able to come back, and like my throat's like shredded already from that. That's so good.
But see, that's kind of neat if you think about it. Like if you could literally die from laughter, that's probably one of the best ways. Because like you go out like everything's on a high, and you're just like, yeah, that was the best. And it's like, all right, well, I guess it can't beat that.
Man. We got like 3 votes for leave it.
Leave it. Okay.
We've got Farmer Greg told me to shave my right side. I don't think I could. I honestly
at least not in 5 minutes.
Not in 5 minutes. No, I got a lot. I got a lot going on.
Oh yeah, I hardly have
here, and I just
like I hardly have anything. Know. So it
I don't know if I could pull it.
Yeah. Farmer Greg. oh, and then Michael McDonald's in the chat.
Yeah. No, he asked earlier. He's like, "Bro, was it like that for the show?" And I'm like,
"Oh, when we played? No."
Yeah, and I'm like, dude,
that'd have been hilarious.
I just love that to Michael McDonald's. He's like, "Yeah, Eric always looks weird."
Yeah. He just
was your facial hair like that at the show? I can't remember. You always look like a Muppet. Like it's whatever.
It's true. It's very true. Yeah.
Just imagine leaving it, not saying anything about it the whole episode. That's exactly what we do. Because I would not. Like if you keep it like that, we're not going to talk about it on the show.
Right. The only thing is that if people don't know us, they might think that they're. Well, I don't know. Is it so distinct that you don't think that like I've got some sort of thing that prohibits me from growing the other half?
I 100% admit if I went to go watch a podcast, a video podcast, and a dude had half of his ass beard shaved. And they never mentioned it, I would assume something was wrong with him.
Right. See, and that's the thing.
I would assume
it's funny.
I would assume that dude is ill or something. Like that guy like is sick or like something happened.
Right. And like I don't want to, make light of anybody that has that, but like still, like I don't know. But at the same time, it's still funny. I don't know. I can't decide. But
Em just said, "Well, it ain't getting any better than this. I might as well go do." It's downhill, bro. Priorities. It's downhill from here. Whatever we do on this episode is not going to be anything close to what you just did to me, Eric. Don't.
Oh my God.
I'm just speechless right now. I literally almost said I'm wordless because I couldn't even get the word for speechless out of my head.
Oh man,
bro. Oh
good.
My God,
that feels good.
No, that was a good. That sometimes like you notice how sometimes like a really good laugh almost feels like a really good cry in like how you feel afterwards.
Absolutely. I mean, it's both like an extreme emotion that like,
it is
gets
both
expelled, I guess. So I mean, totally.
Ooh.
Yeah, it felt like a little bit of a workout. All that, like I feel like
it did. No, my stomach hurts from laughing at that. It was just for me. I think what set me off was just like I'm so on chat. I'm just reading chat, going through all this stuff. And then Greg saying that, and I'm like, wait, well, I look up and I saw that, and I lost it.
Greg, was that what you meant by WTF? Like, did I buy into that like I was supposed to? Because I think that's what you meant.
Yeah, I think originally I think that's what he meant by WTF, but I didn't even look at you then.
Yeah, exactly.
I just thought Greg came in and said, "What the fuck?"
Because then I put my hair up because I was trying to accentuate it a little bit. I was like, oh, it kind of looks like I don't know, got a little shadow going on, but yeah.
Freaking. Michael McDonald says, "Next time I shave, I'll do it, but like in quarters." that would be next level. Like you mustache on the top left side, no beard,
right?
And then mustache, all beard. That's the look right there.
Yeah.
That quartered look.
Yeah. Or I could just shave keep the mustache part. I could go and shave the beard.
Yeah,
and just have the mustache.
Well, there was a pitcher who had like facial hair that like only went down one side of his face.
Yeah,
I think it was like a bet, and it went like around this. It went under the goatee and then wrapped around as a mustache.
What?
So it was like a curl thing. Yeah, it was like kind of crazy, and there was some kind of story behind it. I can't remember. It was like very well done, but it looked so weird.
That's funny. Man,
God, yeah, no, laughing is the best exercise, man.
Im says that it feels like a ska thing, and yeah, it does. It does feel like one.
That's 100% a ska thing.
Got to pick it up.
Jake, yeah, I thought it was a normal thing because Ryan wasn't addressing it. No, Jake, I wasn't looking at Eric at all. It's like, I just love how everybody in the chat, everybody except for Greg was like, cool, yeah, man, glad to be on the show. Yeah, no,
accepting.
LOL, like, oh yeah, Next Mutation. Like everyone's acting normal until Greg busted out, and then everyone in chat is like, oh yeah, oh shit, I'm glad he said something. This is crazy.
It's so funny. So I met his mother-in-law, Greg's mother-in-law, for the first time a week or two ago, and nice. Ryan, I've never met this woman in my life, hence having met her for the first time, and sure. I introduced myself to this stranger that is related to one of our best friends as his life partner. Just dead ass, no nice. Joke, just straight ass, nice. just right in the eyes.
Just hit it.
Yeah, and it was like, what? Like it was great. Like she took it in stride. She did good, but like it was still fun to just not even care. Just say, you know what? Whatever consequences may come. And yeah, it was pretty funny. And he didn't refute it either, so I appreciated that. But yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Mitch says that oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Say we love to be on how he sees it. Email us.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you did email me. I just didn't get it. I'm terrible with my emails.
Yeah. I got to get some time because I'm behind on the Patreon stuff because we had some problems with that. So we're behind on a lot of stuff. But yeah, we'd love to get back into it.
Yeah. Oh, Mitch, we get to pick a movie. Oh, that's another. Yeah. Then that. All right. We got to talk about that.
And then Mitch real quick says, looks like your electric razor stopped working. Yeah, I thought about that too, that could be like an excuse.
Yeah, I have a rechargeable one. Like head shaver thing that I also use for my face.
Yeah.
And I've definitely had it die like halfway through like shaving my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. I just like hang out outside the bathroom. Like, I always do it before I take a shower. And I'm like, sitting there like, okay.
All right. Just
like walking around. Yeah, it was really kind of crazy. Oh my God. But yeah, we're going to be back for Prime. East Meets West Part 4. If you've done your homework, there's I don't know if a whole lot happens, but we learned some things.
We do. Oh God, we do. You're right. We totally do. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Mitch. So yeah, we are in receipt of your 2 emails, I believe. They are definitely gonna be mailbag episode. Emails because they are very long and very well thought out. But definitely need to be like on a chef special or something where we can actually stretch out. Because both of those, like, it's a lot. But yeah, we'll get to those on show special, which I feel like we're in pretty good rhythm right now with the show. You know what I mean? I feel like knocking those primes out every other week. Now, last Thursday we weren't live because it literally was like in baseball when like a bloop hit like falls like right behind one fielder in front of another one, just goes like bloop, like no one can get to it, and you're like, how'd that happen?
Yeah,
that's basically what happened with our schedule. We were both super screwed up on Thursday, and neither one of us could like hop on or whatever. But it feels like we're in a good thing to do a every week thing. So we'll have more chef specials going on too. So we'll be back in the 5 men.
Before we go, so it's a keep it, so we're keeping it all. Is that what we're doing?
Every vote was for leave it. I did not see a vote that was like shave it.
Okay, good.
There was a lot of votes for me to shave my face.
Right. But that's and then Ben, have we seen the new MMPR Netflix special? I have not, but I have plans to watch it. I was going to see if Farmer Greg wanted to watch it with me. But I got to figure that out. But it looks really rad.
Let Farmer Greg you should put it on and let Farmer Greg shave your face.
And that could be like a
razor.
We could live stream that too. That'd be kind of fun. Because MMPR does tie into not Mighty Morphin, but still Power Rangers ties into what we're reviewing, so that's cool. But yeah, so
hey, remember that time Ryan shaved? Oh, that was terrible. That was rough. Every once in a while I do it, but usually it just turns out that I do it before you guys see me.
Yeah.
Like kind of rare, like, you know what I mean? I shave, but I've got at least like 5 o'clock, like, or more, like near beard before I come back on.
Yeah.
But that one time I shaved, it was like right before it was like the night before the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. And it didn't turn out great.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, speaking about turning out, we're going to turn out for about 5 minutes and then we'll come back in.
Turn out for what?
Oh, for Turtle Soup Prime. So we'll catch you on the Prime side.
Boom.
Greetings and welcome.
Greetings. Wow.
Wow. What's up? Wow. It's your boy Easy. It's your boy
Ryan.
It's your boy. It's your boy
Wow.
E2Face Z. And this is Turtle Soup, the world's only community-supported podcast dedicated to the ongoing journey of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, actually, tonight it's just the Ninja Turtles.
You gotta drop all that.
Yeah, gotta drop all that. Stuff. It's so hard to I guess I've been saying it for 10 years that it's weird to just drop it all. But from the beginning until them bones, Ryan. Them bones. Yeah. I thought you'd appreciate that.
Was that Gabe's reel that got you?
No. Did he make a thing about them bones too?
Are you kidding me?
I'm not actually. No, I did not know this.
He literally did a story where he banged his foot on a table and went, and it was like them bones, dude.
Oh,
it was amazing.
I totally didn't see it, but that's just another thing that meant the universe wanted us to name or start the episode off with them bones, and we're going to talk more about that because them bones. First of all, I'll tease you a little bit. Them bones is a reference to the episode that's something that Wick says in this episode, which is nuts because he's spoiler. He says them bones, but speaking of the universe, and we'll get into the rest of the stuff the universe made them bones in a second, but the universe also saw fit to bless us with the internet, Ryan, as well as the internet and electricity. And those are two things that connect us. And there's a hub called YouTube that connects us to the wonderful viewers and listeners who choose to become viewers. And you can be both. It's fine. We're accepting here. And, we're there. We're here. So if you are also there and here, please like, subscribe, and comment below. That helps us out a ton, and it lets us know a lot of stuff, and it's really rad, and we really appreciate it. And then speaking of things that are rad and that we really appreciate and that the internet has brought us together under the umbrella of friendship, Ryan. Friendship that leads to family, the best kind of friendship. And so we just want to shout out two very special friends, family, patrons, if you will. And that's going to be Evan Roberts and Duncan Gale. Thank y'all very much.
Boom, boom.
Boom.
Boom. Boom.
Your boy Evan came and down to Tampa and was like, hey, let's go break bread. And we did. We broke burrito bread.
Yep.
And
I'll be there next time, Evan.
It was awesome. Yeah, we got to get you there. And so, there's that. And but Ryan, life is about a journey. Life is a highway. Life is a journey. And we are on a journey. Can you tell us where we're at in life's journey tonight, Ryan?
We're going to ride that journey all night long as we cover Ninja Turtles Next Mutation episode 4, titled East Meets West 4, because they're still on that, from October 3rd, 1997. And we continue our review of the kind of the black sheep of the Turtles television shows. And we'll get into it for sure.
We will. Well, so as promised, them bones.
As promised.
So we're going to get into the personal garbage section. So them bones, dude. So my wife and I, we watch Amoeba Records. Their YouTube channel has a show called What's in My Bag, and it's amazing. It's hit or miss usually because some people don't understand the concept. They just I bought this and whatever. But then you got people like your boy Seal, like Seal, like Seal, near and dear. Just long time. The
kiss from a rose.
Kiss from a rose himself. You know what I'm saying? So he had one, and we watched it last night. Excellent. Dude goes into why he bought these records, why they're so important to him, and it's fantastic. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, he's great. But did not expect him to pull out Alice in Chains and tell a whole story about how he got into Alice in Chains, and he drops them bones and they play it, and I'm like, oh, okay,
that's sick.
Yeah. And so then I'm watching the episode, and then Wick drops them bones, and then you told me that Bad Boy Billy Rose's Gabe put that in the chat, or put that in whatever it is, and and it's all these things just keep coming together, and it's forming a skeleton of this is what you should call it. So there's that. And then dude, there's been a lot going on with me. I know you didn't quite exactly ask, but I'm gonna tell you. One, I had an energy drink, which I normally don't have.
In particular has been going on with you?
Oh, in particular, let me tell you. So
every detail.
I'm getting into it. We're gonna get in the nitty gritty right now. So The other night, Ryan, you're married, correct?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
you have
No, Alicia, my wife, is well known.
Yeah, very well known. Yes, I just for the new listeners, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've woken up in the middle of the night when your spouse gets up, and things just whatever, or maybe you have to go and pee at the same time, but things like that happen. Those are common occurrences.
Test the emergency broadcast system,
or that, yeah,
at 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah, that's also terrifying, but that does happen. Well, the other night we both got up at the same time, and she's like, okay, well, I got to go use the restroom. So we did rock, paper, scissors to see who would go, and she won out. So she went.
Middle of the night,
dead of night.
Wow.
Not a sun in the sky.
Alicia, if we both woke up like, oh, who's going to, she'd just go.
Oh,
there'd be no, like,
no
she'd be like, I'm closer to the bathroom.
Right.
And I'm going. And I'd be like, cool, I'll lay here.
Well, I strategically placed my bed to where her side is up against the wall, so she's got and she's shorter than me.
Oh,
so she has
to she's got to pay the troll toll.
Precisely.
Basically.
Yes, I'm glad you get it. Yes. And so anyway, she's going, and I'm just hanging out with the cats, and I hear a ah! And I'm like, oh shit. This is gonna be some shit I got to deal with.
Your boy Eric's like, well, she got murdered.
Yeah, that's it. I'm like, I'm
gonna lay right here. Hope they don't see me. I can pull the covers up, Like,
well, I mean, it scared the piss out of me, so like I didn't have to go pee anymore. So I was like, I'm just gonna do this. No,
yeah.
But so I was like, oh, was that a roach? And she goes, Ryan. She goes, no, and I'm like, oh. So I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, well, there's a handful of things they could be.
What Danny was it?
Huh? It was not Danny. Thank God it was not Danny. No, we would have smelled him. We would have smelled him.
No, yeah.
But that's
sure.
that you don't forget that odor. But it turns out that it was a rat in our toilet, dude. Like alive, just squiggling and wiggling.
Like having a swim?
Yeah, like having a swim. Yeah. Squiggling and wiggling.
Literally like squiggling and wiggling.
Yeah. I go there and I open the door to the bathroom, and I see its tail, and like it's like super long. It's super long. Like here, put your hand up to the camera so we can show how long it is. Go to the other way. Go a little bit. Nope. There you go. That's about that long.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah, but it was just doing its thing, juking and jiving.
Okay.
And I was freaking out, but I was like, how am I gonna? What do I got? I did not. Wasn't ready for that at 4 in the morning.
You know what? Yeah. No. Yeah.
So your boy's like, I'm gonna roll the dice, just flush that, and I did, and he went gone. He's gone. So it worked. I was like, oh, thank God. I did not want to have to deal with that. Yeah, for now. But I'm like, why do I have 3 cats? What are y'all doing? Lazy asses. But yeah, that was a highlight of my week. And then let's see real quick. We played some shows, and I got called Dave Grohl by the sound guy.
Nice.
Came up to me.
I mean, dude, I put that in our chat we have with Father Preston.
Oh,
I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And literally like 3 featured stories came up. And one was you and one was Dave Grohl. And you were right next to each other. And I just sent it. I was like, has anyone seen these guys in the same room?
Remember that? I forgot about that. That's another thing that's like serendipitous that just happened. It's so weird. But yeah, dude came up to us after the show and he's like, bro, effing Dave Grohl, man. And I was like, oh, thanks. That's cool.
That's nice.
And then we saw TWRP, which was awesome. They were great. And
nice.
That was a lot of fun and super weird and the best thing you could ask for. So yeah, that's been me in a nutshell, Ryan. How have you been?
I've been well. Tying my mental health to baseball has been working out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Razor 16-3. Is that the right record? I can't. It's weird. They're off today. That's been nice. I would like to dispel a myth going around today. It's been bothering me.
Okay.
From the headlines of like CNN and all these other people. You may have seen jokes as well online about people who are just mad at Elon Musk because, granted, he's a tool. Like, there's really no way around that.
Yeah.
He's a tool. Like, he's like, kind of like a super uneven person. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything with him is just completely uneven. But there's like, new, SpaceX ship, unmanned explodes after launch. Like, it's some like controversy or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, to fill everybody in, it was the first flight of Starship, which is the ship that's not only going to take us to the moon, but also take us to Mars. Super exciting. The largest and most powerful rocket ship ever launched.
Yeah.
The only goal it had in launch was to make it past the tower and actually lift off. That was it. Everything after that was icing because it's the first flight. It got through max Q, which is the point where, so when you're accelerating a rocket ship off the ground super fast, the atmosphere, as you know, gets thinner as you go up, right?
Yeah.
There's a point where your speed and the thickness of the atmosphere creates what's called max Q, or like max pressure on the craft.
Right.
For example, Challenger, what destroyed Challenger was not an explosion. It was actually the SRB on the side of the fuel tank that exploded, turned the ship during max Q, and max Q, the atmosphere destroyed the ship. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It wasn't like a fiery fireball that blew up the ship. It was just the fact that it tilted the super wrong way during max Q and just got literally blown apart by just air pressure. So it made it through max Q, which was really exciting, even though like 4 or 5 engines were burnt out at that point. It was like you could see it. They were just not firing. It was like crazy. Then it tried to like flip, because it flips over to stage where the stage 1 leaves the ship and the regular Starship part on top goes to orbit. It actually does flip. It turns around to do that.
Right.
And it just kept turning. And then they blew it up.
Well,
because,
so were they so they just wanted to get past the tower, like, but were people like, were they like cheering it on, like, keep going, go, like, did they know that it's not?
Absolutely. Like, it's planned. So the mission plan was to take off, reach max Q. Okay, cool. Get past that, flip over, stage separation. The booster on the bottom is designed to go back and land at Starbase, which is sick.
Yeah.
But it was just going to plop into the ocean. There was no plan for it to like come back.
Okay.
And then Starship itself, the actual ship, was going to coast through the atmosphere, re-enter, and land about 100 miles off the coast of Hawaii.
Oh, okay.
Hard landing. Like, not the Starship can also land on its own with rocket propulsion, which is insane. But that was not the plan. So they got like kind of close to that, because if they would have actually had stage separation and then Starship's engines would have lit, it would have 100% done what it was supposed to do. It lost control and never separated. But everyone goes, oh, it exploded. It's like, no, they blew it up on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, there's flight termination, like, charges in the stage 1 and stage 2, and they set them off in that order. So it just feels like, I don't know. I've been online today, and I was very excited today.
Oh,
it was supposed to launch Monday, and it scrubbed, right? Because it had an internal tank pressure issue. Then they had to scrub, and then they did it today, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of hate. I get it, because like people don't like Elon Musk. I understand that. I don't like Elon Musk either. But it's an amazing step forward, and it is cool as hell. And it is, even with like, I think 2 engines were out on launch, it was still the most powerful rocket ever fired from the planet. It is 130 meters tall. It is you don't even understand how large it is.
Yeah.
Starship itself is as tall as the Statue of Liberty, just to give you the ship on top. And if you look at a picture, there's that huge ass booster on the bottom.
Right.
Like, right. Anyways,
That's
wanted
wild.
to dispel the disinformation. If people are like, oh yeah, ha ha ha, SpaceX is failing. No, they are absolutely failing on purpose. This is exactly what they're supposed to do. So, Em, that's funny. So, Em in the chat just said, I need Ryan to adjust his glasses while he explains rocket science to me. What's funny is I have to anyway, because they're broken. And if you've noticed, I've been adjusting them subtly throughout the entire podcast, and they won't stay up.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to keep them up, and I think they actually just broke way worse.
Oh, goodness.
I have a new pair on order, but they won't be here. So please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. But anyway, it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's neat.
Anyway.
I wish
I
wish they'd explain that, like, in more layman's terms, or at least like have it to where they can have, like, maybe like make it cartoon. See, that kind of takes away from it, I guess. And then it's also just trying to appeal to a demographic that they probably don't really even care about. But But it would be kind of neat if they had a thing that like made it like a game. If it succeeded, but obviously if there was people on board and it blew up, that wouldn't be good. And I would imagine they wouldn't have planned to blow it up if people were on board. But still, I don't know. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Everything I saw just said that it blew up, and like that's the narrative that everyone was running with. But when
and that's really annoying. And the thing is on their like stream, during Countdown, they're openly saying like the only plan is to have this thing not destroy what's called stage 0, which is the launch pad.
Okay.
Like this ship, it's supposed to come back to its launch pad and land on these like little chopstick boys that are supposed to grab it and then like bring it down and like switch it out for another rocket. It's like insane.
Oh,
and there's a lot of infrastructure.
Yeah,
there's a lot of infrastructure like methane tanks, oxygen tanks. Like there's like a fuel farm right next to it. So like it destroying that would have been like a major problem. Say if it were to like explode. You know what I mean? I gotta fix my glasses now.
Because the explosion didn't seem very like catastrophic. It almost felt like it was kind of executed like what you're saying in a sense to where now could they salvage stuff from that?
No,
none of it.
No,
yeah, okay.
No, it's just it's blowed up at this point because it was really high up when they terminated it, and it's made to literally like blow the ship up to a point, and this is all over the Gulf, by the way, over the actual body of water. Right. It was all designed so that it basically like makes it into like micro fragments. Right. Like it's just like they themselves, like when they hit the ground, can't hit the ground very hard because they're so small.
So let's just say, just walk with me for a little bit. This might be a long walk. So you said it. All the debris falls into the Gulf. So is this a standard protocol? Like that's what happens. Like it goes into the Gulf, pretty much, more or less. Like they let
because they launch from Boca Chica, Texas. So like kind of imagine them launching like where Galveston is roughly, like on the Gulf side, the east side. They launch over the Gulf, over the islands there. And then they go around kind of like that.
Okay. So all these discarded space parts are in the ocean. And we still haven't fully explored the ocean. So we don't fully understand like the life that's down there. What are the chances that the aquatic life that's down there can achieve space travel before we do? Because they combine all the parts, they cobble it together, and they make their own spaceship. Like just a fun thought.
That's a good question.
You know? Like
they could, and imagine the ships that they would take out of there would be like a weird mixture of like every era of spaceflight, and then also like old like galleons that sank and shit. You know what I mean? Very steampunk. I think if like Bubba and his friends like launched out of there one day, you'd be like, yo, that is like part of an oil tanker, part of like an old galleon, and like parts of like Starship, like the most advanced ship ever made. Basically.
And can't you see Glub just being like he's the commander at NASA that's like got the cigar in his mouth, and then he's like just making all the commands or whatever. I don't know. I could just see him doing that, especially with this face.
I can see it. I can see it. I could see it better if my glasses weren't broken. Like the worst glasses ever.
Oh man. Yeah. The worst glasses ever. Don't buy them. Don't get them.
Got a new pair on order. You know what I'm saying? Here, you guys, you want to get really fast before I lose my shit. You guys want to know what a code for 2 ass weeks is?
What?
The minute someone says business days.
The
second someone lets those 2 terrible words come business out of their mouth, that equals 2 ass weeks.
It does.
That's just code. It means 2 ass weeks.
It does. It's kind of like
managed. Yep, go ahead.
It's kind of like you had Fortnite, like, it's going to be a fortnight. That's like, 14 days.
Yeah.
And then it goes to business days. That's the next thing. And it's just equal. It's still just as bad. It's just as bad, if not worse, because that doesn't count Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah.
No. And business days, like who only shit? Who?
What in
this modern world, you almost have to literally say, I want this package to arrive as slowly as possible.
Right.
Like, Do you know what I mean? Because like UPS and like USPS don't stop, bro.
No, they don't pause your
like if you're gonna ship things in business days, you gotta tell them like, look, dude, listen, stop. Don't send that. Don't keep shipping that package.
Yeah,
wait
hold it
until Monday.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We built all this infrastructure. We built all this infrastructure to have like, Amazon next day delivery and shit. But stop when it comes to Ryan's glasses.
Right.
Because they can't, it's got to be 2 ass weeks.
No, there's a guy.
The minute someone says business days, it's 2 weeks.
There's a person.
Just put your mark on that.
That works in the postal service that is like just taking these packages. That's his only job, is to find the ones that are business day packages. And his name is probably Business Dave. That's probably, or Davina.
Oh, Business Dave.
Yeah. Like New Year's Dave. That's a throwback. Man.
It's Business Dave. Ooh.
Well,
I think I've actually, so I tried to fix these with blue tack.
Yeah.
I tried to because I tried to glue them and glue won't stick. And then I went to the eye doctor and I was like, hey, my glasses broke. And the lady's like, oh, okay, I'll order them. I go, yeah, I'll order more. I was like, I tried to glue them. And she goes, you void the warranty if you do that. I go, I did it. And she looks at me dead in my face and goes, no, you didn't.
No, oh yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm like, yeah. If I were to, but yeah, super glue won't stick the metal. It won't stick it apart. And I think what I did was I tried to put sticky tack. And I think what happened was now I've just jammed the hole in this ear full of sticky tack now, and it's like compacted like a rock. And now like the little arm piece like won't go back in the hole. I think I'm screwed.
Can you try to balance it?
I'm actually screwed.
Can you try to just balance it with one arm?
I probably could. The worst part is I'm like flying blind, so I'm sure everyone in chat's like, Ryan, oh my god, but like I can't read it, which I guess is a blessing.
Yeah.
I could try it. Be really iffy because I thought that they were like kind of look like uneven and weird before, and that's when it was still stuck.
I don't know, man. I think we look good uneven. Like there's some things that we look good on the internet uneven, like unbalanced, like half and half kind of thing, Maybe that's just me.
But anyway, yeah, don't let people get you hating on Starship and shit. It's the future. Yeah. It's like literally like it's gonna be amazing, and don't let people be like that. The one last story is I was watching SpaceX and I was watching a live stream from Everyday Astronaut, which if you're at all interested in
you talked about
anything space related, Everyday Astronaut is a great channel. He's awesome. Tim Dodd's the man. They were at Boca Chica. They have like a little like apartment they rented like 5 miles away. I mean, which is still very close to the site.
Yeah.
It launches about, I don't know, a minute and a half into launch. You can see it. The entire building they're in starts to shake from just the sound.
I was about to ask.
Like from 5 miles away. And then it launches and they see it blow up and they're like, oh man. And then a couple things happen. One, about 3 minutes later, they get the sonic boom from the flight termination.
Mm-hmm.
And it rattles the building again, which is insane to think that's how far up it was. That took 3 minutes for the shockwave to get to them from that high up.
That's wild.
And then they keep talking about this. Oh, look, it almost looks like a mushroom cloud, like over the launch pad. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Well, what that was a gigantic cloud of sand that ship kicked up when it fired, right?
Yeah.
So they're hanging out and it just keeps getting closer. And you see them on stream. It's getting darker and darker. Like, because they're outside, it's getting darker. And you're like, and I didn't know it at the time I was watching. I didn't know this at the time. But going back, you're like, and this girl there goes, I think it's starting to rain.
No.
And Tim Dodd goes, well, I mean, it could be moisture created by the rocket engine could have created a moisture cloud or something like that. Or, no, dude, it's sand. They get pelted with sand. This is like 6 minutes after the thing fucking took off.
Wild.
It just made this cloud and just went all the way over to them. They could talk about it. They laugh. Ha ha ha. Wow. They got covered in sand from the launch. Like just covered in sand.
That's nuts. Great. That's nuts. Man.
Anyways, yeah. And then apparently, there's video of a rock hitting a van that was parked near the launch site. They let people set up cameras there and stuff like that. And they basically said look, you can set up cameras there and have your rigs there, but it's at your own risk because it's really close, right? This chunk of concrete about as big as both your fists kind of put together hits the back corner of this van. Yes, and blows like half the van apart. It's insane.
And they filmed. That's on film. Like or they just showed the aftermath.
No. At first, it was just the aftermath. Like a camera that was still up, which almost no cameras were still up there.
Right.
Showed the van like with like the back corner like punched in and the glass all broken.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow. And then that they went and scrubbed, I guess another YouTuber scrubbed that because that was their camera.
Yeah.
They scrubbed their camera back and they have video of it happening.
That's amazing.
They made a GIF out of it. It's like a tweet. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. I want to see that.
It's brutal. It's brutal when you see it. You're like, oh my God. Yeah, so concrete went flying. It was pretty fun. Anyway, I'll get off that. We're very delayed. I apologize, everyone, sticking with me through my glasses. I hope I probably shouldn't be touching them.
Don't touch them.
Just let it.
Don't
touch it.
Jake, if the glasses aren't working, don't glue them. And if you glued them, don't tell the lady you glued them. And if she says that you didn't glue them, agree that you didn't.
Agree that you didn't glue them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. No, I didn't. And then I was like, she goes, well, that brake is covered under warranty. I'm like, sweet. She's like, yeah, it's just $30, like to cover the shipping and stuff. I'm like, I'm fine with that. Like, and then she's like, 3 to 5 business days. I'm like,
ooh, gotcha.
I just know the minute you do that business day.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the business days get you.
I wish they just cut the middleman and just call it 2 weeks. Is what you should just call it. Like,
yeah,
like instead because 3 to 5 business days makes it. It's like it's basically like how everything's like 99.
Yeah,
like $5.99, you know, or gas is in 9/10 of a penny. Like how? God damn, that doesn't make me so goddamn mad. That makes me so. Anyway, instead of doing basically like the 99 cents of it all or the 9/10 of a cent of it all, they ought to just say 2 weeks. Yeah, they give you that false hope. They're like, three in your head, and people get constantly wrecked. They go 3 to 5 days. 3 to 5 days. Like they just walk away thinking that, and then they get destroyed.
They do.
It's like you're half 2 weeks and half 3 to 5 business days.
Right. Exactly. Half. Just down the middle.
And it's super uneven.
It's super uneven.
On
balance,
like
off balance.
in your head.
Yeah.
On
my head. On my face.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. Cream rises to the top. Baby, yep. I'm predictably in a situation I'd rather not be. Anyway. You ready to get to this review?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm ready to get into this review.
So before you roll it, before you switch it over and we do the clip, I just want to explain that we are still in the process of trying to tackle how to handle these completely the right way. And Eric and I did not have time because I was so late to talk about how we're going to do this. So Eric, if you notice, I've created 4 points.
Oh, you added to the notes. Oh,
yeah, I created 4 points. They are the rough happenings in the episode.
Okay.
And we could just take a point, stop, and talk about everything we want to in that section. And it's basically the setup, the confrontation, Dragon Lord's second dig, and then the wrap up. It's a four sections.
Okay.
How's that feel? I figure we could alternate. Like I'll take the first one, and then you kind of move to the second one, and we'll just announce them like that. And we'll see how that works.
Sure, let's do it. Let's run with it.
Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that, Ryan. I'm cool with anything. At least I feel like I'm like down the middle. Like I'm like 6 one way, half a dozen another on it. You know, like something's just straight. Solomon just split the baby in half.
Split the baby in half.
Like
absolutely. It's like one half is different than the other half.
Right. Like I feel like when you were telling me, I feel like I could see it this way. And then I thought about it the other way, and I could see it this way. So yeah, like there's something there.
Well, so you're able to see it. You're able to see it from like 2 sides. You know what I mean? And oftentimes when you kind of see it from both sides, one side looks one way, and the other side looks a completely different way. You know, that's why they always say that there's 2 sides to every story.
There is, and there's 2 sides to this podcast, and right now one of us sounds like a robot.
You sound like a robot to me.
I sound like a robot to you? Because you sound like a robot to me.
Do I sound like a robot to you?
You do.
That sucks.
That does suck. So I mean,
well, we can always write a note down on this one. We can always add this little section out if you'd like.
Yeah.
Should we disconnect?
I don't know. What did we do last time? This is weird because you sounded good all the way up until that point.
Same.
What did we do last time?
I wish I could say it was only half of us that sounded bad.
Right. But it's both.
I could try to leave the call and come back really fast.
That's probably the easiest thing to try to do first. Let's try that.
Then reset that. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. So there's his Discord. So there you go. Well, let's see if that fixed it. Oh, here he comes. He coming back. Oh, I gotta fix him.
You still sound rough.
Yeah, you do too. Let's see. What can we do? Because I'm not gonna stop the stream.
No,
guys. M says 50-50 chance we figure this out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You ain't wrong.
What?
Crap. There is a thing, right, where you could access like the different server, like damn, I can't remember. We've not honestly had an audio issue in so long.
Yeah. Did you close out of Discord all the way?
No, I disconnected. But I could try to close Discord completely.
Yeah, try that, and we'll see if it's on your end, and then we'll try and see if it's on my end. Oh man, rolled in bones. You got it, Ben. That's what we be doing. Jake says the audio sounds good over there. Huh. Interesting. So,
yeah, you still sound.
Out. Yeah, Jake said the audio sounds good to him. But let's see. I'm gonna close.
The thing funny is you're getting my audio from Discord, and it's really strange that it's the way to you and not to them.
But you're hearing me, so it might be
hearing you chopped up.
Okay, let me try this. Let's see how this works. Where is that? I might restart Voicemeter. See. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Sorry, everybody. Especially if we sound good to you. I super apologize because you're like, this sounds normal to me. I don't know why they are making it so hard to watch Turtle Soup, but thanks everybody for bearing with us.
Yeah. I'm going to close my Discord and see if that fixes everything. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get completely out. So, actually, I'm going to throw on the let's see. I'm going to throw on the break sign, but we'll be right back, everybody. So just give us a second. I think we're.
Yep. Pop us back over.
Hold on. There we go. I think we're back. I gotta fix some stuff.
We're back. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right.
It's the Ryan's Mouth show right now.
It is. Sorry, I'm working on it. I don't know why it decided to like make you all crazy, but yeah, guys, everyone, thanks for sticking with us through that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we figured out what it was by stumbling through, and
it said that we just need to reverse the polarity.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Why didn't I think of that? Dang. That's kind of what we did, sort of. But basically. Yeah. And then I went and listened, and it seemed like y'all weren't experiencing this at all, but it was just us. So yeah, we.
It's so weird, yeah.
It is very strange.
But honestly, like on our end, it was so cutting out, like in between that we straight up had to, like, we had to actually like reset it, the audio engine, because we couldn't host the show. Like I could not do a review like that.
Yeah, no,
it would destroy me.
And I forgot I had the audio on the on my phone listening, and that just scared the shit out of me because I was like, I'm like, oh god, I've almost got you there. It's just having some difficulties, but yeah. Let's see, is this you? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got you now. So that's not the worst I've ever seen you look. I know, right? We'll just go with this for tonight. It's not that bad. Okay. So there's that one. Okay, and then I got to get you in the next scene that we're about to start the review. So
we are. Hold on to your butts.
Yeah. Here we go. There's that. Move you over.
Wilson, I lost my phone. Can one of you guys call it? That's brilliant. Look in the hat box, bro. Look over by your cowboy hat. Figure that out. Daniel, were you guys going to talk about any upcoming NECA stuff? Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. They've announced a bunch of stuff and shown a bunch of stuff, and I anticipate that they are going to show more very soon, considering that it's the last week of April and they like to tie in April to all their reveals, or at least they have been. And and so yeah, we're gonna see about that, and yeah, we'll have to look into it. All right,
are we good?
I think so.
We're good.
Let me make sure everything else is recording. It looks like the audio is still recording. Okay, everything. Everything looks good. All right, so we're back. We're back in business. Back in action. Certified, turtified.
All right.
You know, never. What is it? Never panic. Never.
Something. Never panic. I can't remember the first part.
Something. Never panic. Yeah. So as Ryan was saying before we were interrupted by the robots.
Yeah.
We're gonna try this, see how it works, and it could be a train wreck. Who knows? Can't get any worse. You know. So
yeah. All right, you ready?
Let's do it. Here we go.
East meets West, Part 4. Yes, that is correct. The Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation, Episode 4, came out in 1997, October 3rd to be exact. It was written by Dan Clark and Michael Mayhew, directed by Clay Boris. So once again, new review style. So bear with us. Let us know what you think, how it works. So the way this episode kind of opens up is like the Dragon Lord. We basically have a show basically where the Dragon Lord is in New York, right? He followed the turtles and Splinter through the dream realm back to our place. You know what I'm saying? Found himself like a factory in New York that looks like the castle from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that he's just there. It's fine. There you go.
I love it.
Oh man, all you need is the rain. You know what I mean? And riffraff up in that top little window. You perfect. And everything like that. So he is. The last episode we saw, he was trying to find a way to make an invincibility potion. And the turtles were kind of like, ugh, because they got their master back, but at the same time, like, they can't really touch Dragon Lord. Turns out he's pretty strong. And turns out that he's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Not just looks, but in the fact that literally fighting them made everyone's hands blister up.
Yeah. Super weird.
Because literally, Dragon Lore's got that hot fire. You know what I'm saying? So we find out in this episode the Dragon Lord's plot, which is basically his little assistant boy Wick has a plan to make a recipe to make an invincibility potion that also requires a mechanical spider that you have to put the potion into, and then the mechanical spider grabs onto you and then bites you and then puts it in your body, and then you're invincible. And here's the rub: only one spider and only one dose of the potion, which is a problem. So they need to go get more, and this requires, because it's Wick and dragons in general, a lot of like various exotic animal parts.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So, no, look, there he is. There's a spider.
I was behind.
And I love it that he basically like poured like half the potion just out, like he like missed.
Yeah,
that's like super gross.
Yeah,
that looks like a cup from 7-Eleven that is on the side of the road that you look at and go, how old is this cup?
Yeah,
and
like,
you
what
think,
does it seem?
That cup's 10 years old.
Yes,
and you think like, man, some redneck had a good time with that cup. That's basically what that looks like.
Oh, absolutely. But it's literally like they used the puppet, the puppeteer that does Wick. They used the hand that they used to make it just wiggle and just move to pour it. Like they didn't just get it in the glove and just do it. No, they're like, we have to be authentic and like make you do it. Yeah.
No, that's dead on.
But I kind of
like just
I kind of like it because Wick is like wild. Like he's just one of the small Muppets. That just are just constantly like just shaking and waving the hands and
running
just,
around. Yeah, like just constantly almost vibrating, and that's kind of what he's doing. I just love that like Wick says that he only has enough for one potion, but there's another potion on that book cover on the book pages he's pouring on, and that fell out of that cup because you see like the yellow lines on the cup.
Oh yeah,
like there's another potion in that, but whatever. I guess he had enough for two potions, one functional potion. You know what I'm saying? After he spills all of it,
right?
Yeah, and then we find out that Raph is hanging out, and they figure out how to use Donnie's little tracking system because your boys, the Dragon Boys, are so hot, including the Rank, who I did not know this episode. I'll straight up say, I thought they were humans.
Really?
They're also dragons.
You didn't realize that? I thought we talked about this.
I did not, because they look like humans.
They do, but then you see their face.
They talk like humans and stuff.
You're right. You're right. I'm not gonna beat you up too bad over this because at first I was like, wait, what? And then I'm taking screenshots, so I'm kind of looking a little bit more in depth on this. So I saw that and I was like, it's weird. I'll see if I can find a picture of one real quick because they
you see like their hands are all dragony. I didn't that was another reveal of this episode. I was like, all right, but it's weird. But they're all hot blooded. That's the big thing, right? Like they all have this super I didn't notice.
The green on the face. Yeah, that it's forgivable.
Well, on him because he's the lieutenant,
right? But they all have this, from my understanding.
Yeah, man.
It's weird looking, but they're covered up mostly, huh?
They could have fooled me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's all right.
I mean, to me, it's like they were half dragon, half human. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like everything was uneven. But yeah, like so you got Donnie, right, who's tracking them over his computer, and because they're so hot blooded, he can track them. And they're going to a black market exotic animal warehouse place that's also known as Bubba's Furniture Emporium.
Bubba's Furniture Emporium.
And that was a good graphic design. I like how the apostrophe moved.
Yeah, it's like a comma now.
It's a comma now.
Yeah.
Yes. What happens to an apostrophe that falls?
Right.
You know what I mean? It becomes a thing, a comma. So Raphael is done playing games, and he runs out there to confront the Rank and all the Dragon Lord boys because he's just not going to take that shit.
Yeah,
and he says a lot of catchphrases on his motorcycle.
He does.
And then gets there, and when he's about there, Splinter for some reason gives up and lets everybody go after Raph. Like at first, like he's like, "Oh no," because we were always in defense, never in offense, and all this stuff. And then he's like, "I changed my mind. Go out there."
Yeah, because I'm old is what he says. He's like, I'm old. I can do that. They're like, Master, you can't do that. And it's like, yeah, I can. I'm hoping Leo's the one who said it. I don't remember, but that's kind of funny that Leo's would be like, no, the rules are you can't back off on what you say you're going to do.
You're too old. Like you can't. Like you're supposed to be ironclad.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's what a ninja does. That's what you taught me, and that's what you told us. And,
I mean, that's what he told us. So Donnie gets another chance to use his like tech. You know, he's using his computer stuff. He's doing it. And I gotta say, at least for my thoughts on this section, and I'll let you take over after this. I kind of like the fact that I think the premise of like Venus not being treated like an animal by them is kind of there because it isn't here so far in this episode. Like she's just one of the gang.
Yeah, I think there's only one thing, and I don't remember where it was. I think it was here where, and it's a very weird dialogue exchange, but it could be here or it could be later in the episode, but it's definitely in the lair, and Raphael does something and like acts out. And Michelangelo feels the need to explain to Venus that he does that, and then he like feels awkward, so he explains more, and it doesn't make any sense, and it feels disjointed and just very odd. But that was the only thing where it felt like they were treating her differently than someone who's been here the entire time. And it's a much like pleasant, more pleasant episode in regards to that, where you don't have that. And to be fair, that ended, I think, in the first or second episode. Like there was not really anything more about that to the extent that when it first, that one episode where they had all that in there. But which I'm thankful for. But yeah, you know what else I'm thankful for? I'm thankful for emporiums because, the world needs them. The world needs them. And that was Ryan's impression of that wolf that you're seeing on the screen right there. And
I did that.
You did.
Yep.
And I love this because like all of the rank, Wick, and the Dragon Lord are all just here, just in this warehouse, which is the same warehouse they fought in the first episode with Raph and his motorcycle. But now it's got like all these taxidermied animals. And it's very strange. A ton of just, animal taxidermy puns and bone puns and all this fun stuff.
Yes.
But yeah, Raph just like finally, he can't resist it. He's got to like, he comes in like, if I was a cop, and I was like, oh shit, where's he about to go with this?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But then he just continues, I bust you for whatever this is. And they end up pretty much busting him pretty much. And they make a lot of weird sporting references that's out of nowhere. Like, did you catch that?
That was really weird. Yes.
Yeah, it's very odd. And they're there looking specifically for a tiger bone, for some reason. Like they're just hell bent on tigers. You'd think they'd try to go for like something that they're more familiar with, like reptiles and stuff. But I guess they also feel like they're reptiles, so they need something else.
That's the recipe, bro.
That's the recipe. I didn't write it.
I feel like this invincibility potion. Like I feel like Wick is kind of winging it. Like I feel like Wick is kind of like. Yes, a tiger bone. Yes, like it's almost like it's like sure,
right?
Well, that'll work. Like, but it has to be a tiger bone.
Yeah,
and they do eventually, I guess, get a hold of one, right? But then like Raph gets it, and then it's like he's using it to beat people up.
Yeah,
but then Wick the whole time is screaming like, "Don't hurt the tiger bone.
Don't hurt the tiger bone." Yeah,
kind of puts the rank in like a bad spot because they're like, well, so we just get beat up, I guess, and
yeah,
that's what happens to them.
It's very weird. And they just, again, they keep making all these, like, this is the thing that got me in this section, Ryan. So the Dragon Lord, so Raphael grabs Wick and kind of balls him up and starts bouncing him. Mm-hmm. And then your boy, the Dragon Lord, just drops double dribble. The turtle cheats. How does the Dragon Lord know about the rules of basketball? How? I don't.
So I feel like these episodes are all going to have a moment like this, and I believe we should call it the plump booty call moment.
Ooh, okay. Plump booty call
because
moment.
they each have a moment where someone says something absolutely out of universe.
Right.
Like that's just like what?
Yes.
Like it's like breaking the fourth wall weirdly, right?
Yeah.
And that's this moment here.
Right.
Like
yeah.
when he says like double dribble, the turtle cheats. Like how would you know about that?
How would you know about that? And yeah, it's very bizarre. But yeah, Raph gets beaten up like real bad with the like, well, not like he's reeling from it, but like his pride is more bruised than anything. But yeah, at this point, the turtles end up jumping in the turtle Hummer and heading down there, Ninjalicious, if you will. And then
Ninjalicious.
they start fighting. We see another instance of Venus's powers where she's just like shooting lightning out of her hands, like Raiden. And yeah, super weird. And yeah, more puns. And the thing is that this is very this episode felt a lot like Secret of the Ooze because and I loved that movie mostly because they use their environment, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And they do that here with like there's just a whole thing of golf balls that Leo knocks over. Why would the taxiderm? Why? Okay, first of all, I get that the furniture place, the Emporium, has the taxidermy stuff because that could make sense. Yeah. And if you can't buy that, then you can buy that the back part of the Emporium is for the illegal taxidermy stuff. I can walk that with you, but why all the sports stuff? That's the weird thing. That's what's throwing me. But nevertheless, they apologize for teeing off the bad guys, which I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. And then they make their getaway.
Even Dragon Lord busts his ass on those balls, which I'm like, why would you like run after it onto the balls, Dragon Lord? Like, why would you?
Yeah, he had a running start and saw everything else.
Yes. Everyone else slip and fall, and he runs into it anyway and slips and falls.
Right. Yeah. Super weird. Doesn't make any sense. But this is where Leo gets some shine time, if you will, where he's like the last to get back into the he's like covering them as they leave. And they get in, and more of Venus's misunderstanding of like English slang happens. And for some reason, Leo's not taking off. He's not going. He's trying to make sure everyone's buckled in, which is very weird. But comedic value is there. And this is another thing that I can't skip over. And it's that we see that the rank have a new ability. They can shoot lasers, multicolored lasers, mind you, from their hands. Yeah. So super weird. Like no explanation.
It is super weird.
That's just what they can do. And this scene right here, this totally reminded me of the 87 Masters of the Universe scene where after they have the fight in the music store, and then Courtney Cox's character is lured out by Evil Lynn, and she's pretending to be her mom. And it's in this alley, and it looks very similar to, or at least it's reminiscent of that. And that kind of that triggered something in me. I was like, ooh, I know there's some, we have a history with alleys on this show. And then I realized I have a history with alleys. And then
it's you.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah. It's just me. But yeah, your boy Leo, just safety first, which doesn't bode well for people liking him anymore. But then
he's got a very April 20th look to him
right now. My god. Yeah, he does. So they end up getting away by using a fire extinguisher on the turtle Hummer, and that's how they get out of that confrontation. And then now we cut to some stuff with the Dragon Lord.
The Dragon Lord still wants them guts.
He does.
He's like, I need some chunks. You know what I'm saying? Of them animal guts.
Mm-hmm.
So he calls upon his highest ranked lieutenant, who we're just gonna call LT, because that's his name.
Good, and it's easier to spell.
And LT's hanging, and he is obviously in charge of the rank. And the plan is to go to the zoo to get more exotic animal parts, and then Wick's like, but you'll get this, and gives him the Spider Boy, and says that that it'll inject him and boil his blood with the old dirty insulin, and that he'll become invincible.
Yeah.
At the same time, the turtles are, using their technology to to track their rank, and they see that they're going to the zoo, and they're like, well, let's just go observe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's this whole theme in this episode that's we're defensive, not offensive. Like this gets said a ton, and like the idea is like, well, no, we only use our ninja stuff in defense, and it seems like Raph is starting to win everybody over to the idea of just going and trying to fight them. Because at first Leo like resists that, but then Leo stops resisting that, and even Splinter relents on that, and Splinter pays like lip service to it. But then's like, go with my blessing. And Donnie's the only one really sticking to the we'll just observe them like scientifically so we can learn about them and stuff like that. And I think everybody else is like, we're gonna go beat some ass. And of course, Venus is like, but they're gonna also hurt animals.
Exactly.
Gotta go fix that.
And then you mentioned at the beginning of this episode that we learn a lot. And this is something I didn't... Did you know this? Did you know that Leo likes llamas? I didn't know this. Like, Raphael just drops that on us. I didn't know it. That's how he convinces them to go to the zoo. He's like, you like llamas. Come on, Leo. You like llamas. And it's like...
Well, once again, Raph is going to the zoo.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
So it's about...
Turtle
Do you want to go with me again? Yeah, that's certification, turtleification.
Yeah.
if you're gonna go, like Raph's going.
Yeah.
So do you want to go with me?
Yeah.
Or do you want to catch up later?
He's not splitting hairs. He's not splitting hairs.
He is not splitting hairs.
Down the middle. He is not
half-assing two things. He's gonna whole ass one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they all kind of once again use their excuses to go with him, but they go with him.
Yeah.
And of course, when they get there is a huge fight. Because it wasn't ever about observing anybody. It was about going there and trying to stop them from actually succeeding in their plot, right? To go and do the thing. Of course, until they run into your boy LT.
Let me find him.
Oh, wait a minute. I'll cover, I guess, what you just put there.
Because there's something...
I'll let you talk. You have a note about that. I'll let you talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, because... you gonna keep going?
No, go ahead.
Sorry. I was looking for LT. Yeah, they show up there and no one sees anybody because Venus has to use another one of her powers. Another thing, like you said, that we learn. And she's got this like ability to just blow dust into wherever that's like some Harry Potter stuff or like some Star Trek stuff that shows the last 20 seconds of what happened in that area. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat, but like very specific. And your boy Donnie's got it. He's like, hey, let me analyze that power. And then she sees that all the boys they were there in the bushes about 20 seconds ago, so they're about to get ambushed, and then that leads to the fight and you were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess that the rank lasers don't actually like hurt you or kill you, because Venus gets directly hit by one.
She does.
And hits the ground. She's like, I'm hit. And it's like, cool. And everyone just goes about their life.
Yeah.
This episode's a lot of fight. Like between the zoo fight, like this fight here and the fight in the warehouse, I think it's like 10 minutes of the episode. It is long.
It is.
There's a lot. And to speak critically, you kind of learn what you learned. Right? Here you go. Mm-hmm. Ready? We learned this the first time they met the Rank and the Dragon Lord. The Rank are harder than the Foot Clan, but the Turtles can defeat the Rank. Like, it doesn't really matter how many Rank there are. They can rope-a-dope, which you got a great image of right there. They can rope-a-dope it. They can turn tricks, and they can like get them dead, right, on the ground. Like disarm them and get them down for the count.
Yeah,
but when it comes to the big boys that kind of can't, well, this wouldn't be a problem.
Right.
If LT didn't pop out the bushes and Super Saiyan on this shit by literally like putting that spider on his chest. And he does become invincible.
He does.
He appears in combat a lot like Dragon Lord, where they kick him and it doesn't work, and they try to double kick him and it doesn't work, and it's like he's invincible. Like
yeah.
I just don't understand. Like my only thing about it is like somehow invincibility also makes you just like you can't be moved. Like
yeah,
because there's a physics thing. If two turtles who are like each maybe weigh a little less than you, but there's two of them now, and they both jump kick you, that's just too much mass. You are going to go backwards. Like that is like physically a thing. Like your mass and your grip to the ground is not stronger than two turtles putting all their weight into jump kicks in your stomach.
Unless
he does not move.
He does not move at all. And yeah, the only thing I could say, if you had, so this thing is supposed to have injected him with this stuff. Effectively, it's mutagen, and it should alter his DNA, or at least for a time being, right? Like it's not going to mutate him.
I never got any feeling of a mutagen. He does not like transform.
No,
does he?
No. But what I'm saying is though, like effectively, they're like we know how the rules of mutagen work. Like whatever you last touched, that happens. If this was mutagen, it would go in his system and he would change, and then there would be like, I guess what I was trying to say was, this thing is basically a conduit for the invincibility that I guess it's pumping into him. And I don't know.
Yeah.
So if it's in his bloodstream, then it will stay in his bloodstream until it gets sucked out or he gets it out somehow. And then he's not invincible. The point I'm trying to make is that if that spider you're talking about not moving things. If the invincibility that spider provides, if it had some sort of like science that makes it to where it changes the laws of physics to make it to where you're like if you don't want to be moved, you can't be moved. Like that's
so like increase your mass somehow.
Yeah, like it can do something with your density and all this stuff like that, and just in a short range around you, or maybe within you if it's injecting you. But like that's the thing where this is very fast and loose with this stuff, like where we don't know what this stuff actually really does, except they say it, and then he also says he's unstoppable, which could also like where does that follow through? Like if he has a run-on sentence, do periods not matter? Does punctuation not matter to him at all? Can he just keep going?
I think maybe like the system might work like this. So the mechanical spider thing is basically microdosing you with this potion. If you took this whole potion, you'd just die. Like, I think, right?
Okay.
So here's my headcanon for it.
Okay.
So this thing bites into your system and is leaching just a very little bit of this into you. Just microdoses. And it's so powerful that you Hulk out. But the second that spider's removed, like the stuff like flies through your body really fast, and like it's like over basically. That's right. That's kind of how I see it. The spider is almost like a time release on this stuff,
right?
That doesn't really answer the mass question or what it does to you, because that's kind of weird. But that's how I think it works based on the evidence of what we see.
Yeah, because it's very instantaneous. It's like, attach spider, get powers, loose spider, lose powers. But that would mean that. Why do you need the potion? There's a lot of questions still. So we haven't learned a lot about this.
Well, no, I can see it.
Okay.
I can see that the nature of the potion is such that you have to have it. Like it doesn't. It's almost like like there are like amphetamines that wear off almost instantly.
Really?
Like crack, for example.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
so
like the effects. Well, I mean, I've smoked crack either. I'm just saying, like what you like anecdotally know about crack, which is kind of crazy, is based on just the way it hits your body. Is you get this like hit from it, and it's like insane, but your body's kind of done with it after that. Like kind of a little bit after, like even 30 seconds, you feel like shit, and And the only thing that kind of makes you feel any better is like one more hit of that.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
so there are drugs and stuff that work while they're on you and then don't.
Okay. That makes sense.
A lot of transdermal drugs, so time release drugs that people wear in patch form, for example, like nicotine replacement therapy.
Right.
Literally is leaching little bits of nicotine through your skin transdermally. When you take the patch off, that stops.
Oh, okay. So
Within,
that's a good analogy then.
8 minutes. Like, I think it takes your body to like completely process the nicotine in your system.
Yeah.
Your blood pressure returns to normal. Your heart rate returns to normal. All that stuff happens within 8 minutes. It's out of your system. And you frankly kind of stop feeling the effects of it almost instantaneously.
Oh, good.
Say from experience.
Okay. So then, so that makes sense. I can see that.
So it sounds like this drug is something that if it's in you, it's in you. And you got to take little doses at a time. And that mechanical spider guy is almost like a nicotine patch, basically. And if it gets knocked off within a short amount of time, you're not going to have what you had.
Yeah.
That's just getting to the mechanics of the spider itself. I still can't explain how 2 grown turtles kick a guy and he stands there. Yeah. Somebody, a dragon that's been captured for 10,000 years just accused a turtle of double dribbling. So this is where we're at. You know what I mean? Like,
stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yes.
Yeah. It's too good.
Anyway, yeah. So what goes from observation goes to a fight, goes to LT grabbing that old dirty insulin. But don't worry, because Venus is like, my powers, and blows that thing right off him. And he freaks out and leaves. And this is very important. He loses his shit and leaves. He has a kind of panic attack, like when it comes off him.
Yeah.
Something happens with him, like, mentally. And they even remark on it later.
They do.
Like when he explains himself to the Dragon Lord, like, he says, I panicked or something like that and ran away. Like, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
It is.
Like, but yeah, that's kind of it. So the fight at the zoo ends, right? And they have, and when the thing gets kicked off, you see your boy Donnie's like, grabs that spider. You know what I mean? Runs that plate on somebody.
He does.
Regular menthol over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Two sides of a really awesome coin.
Two sides of a really awesome coin.
Although it's more like the Raph grabbing the sai in the first movie.
Yeah.
It's more. It vibes more. It gives more of those vibes than it does. The Foot Clan tryout vibes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
But yeah. The rank run away, and they disarm the spider, and yeah.
It's really weird because he runs away and he hides. Leo chases after, which is what, if you're wondering why
this scene made no sense to me.
So if you're wondering why I got a screenshot of this where it looks like Donnie and Mike are diddling one of the dragon guys. It's kind of weird.
Diddle is written right there.
It is diddle. They put this sign on him that says turtles this way, and at first I thought that was a trap. I thought they were trying to be like, hey, turtles, come this way. But turns out there's a throwback to this because Leo goes to chase. He's like, after all the Ninja Turtles are like, all right, we can go home. Leo's like, hold on, I got to go check something, which is very weird. And he runs back this way. And then your boy jumps out over him and they kind of tussle for a second and he runs away. Turns out Leo was checking on the big turtles that were in the zoo. And super weird that they just
I watched that sequence several times. And the check intent I could get out of it was just supposed to be funny. Yeah. That, like, Leo like goes to check on the turtle and then it looks like one of the rank are going to attack him. And if that was the case, they did a damn good job because he was completely caught unaware. He was knocked dick in the dirt. Dude was on top of him and could have, like, I don't know, slit his throat with his, like, big ass dragon claw or done something and really had Leo not have a great day.
Yeah.
But instead he just scrambles and, like, runs away.
Yeah. Super weird.
And then Leo, once again, keeping with this Thursday, April 20th feeling. Just lays there.
I hadn't thought about that.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
It's so weird.
No,
he
you're
just
right.
lays there and he's like, hey.
And then he goes,
hey. And you're like, what?
When he leaves,
Yeah.
he goes, peace he gives 2 thumbs up. It says peace to the turtle.
No, dude, I don't. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, kind of like makes no sense. Like, it kind of makes no sense. So like, it's kind of weird.
It is very.
So
weird.
it's definitely Thursday over there.
It is. It is definitely
in their world as well as ours
of April. Yeah. So sun's coming up, so it's about to be the 21st. There.
We did it, dudes.
They just driving, and I love it because they're driving, and I didn't get a capture of it, but they're like, don't yell. Because they don't want to wake anybody.
Because it's like first thing in the morning. I'm like, guys, don't worry about that.
Yeah, no. At night you can say all the shit you want to say and scream and stuff, but no, this is fine.
Exactly.
And then, this is a shout out to Jake right here, certified turtlefied right there.
Certified turtlefied.
It's so bad.
Because your turtleification.
But the turtles get back from to the lair. They got the mechanical spider and all that, and they're kind of trying to like rationalize whenever like what their situation is. Like they couldn't decide if they won or if they lost, and they just really don't know where they're at. Like they're having a lot of issues.
Venus in particular, this is great because the turtles like all like pal around and have like a great time, and they're like, yeah, you did it, yeah, and like Venus is in the corner like not understanding, and she's like, is this what you call winning?
Right.
Like we went after the rank twice. Now, granted, both times they stopped the plot. Like they actually cut them no slack.
They did.
Like
it's true.
And I'll give this to this show, because I know Mitch mentioned in the pregame kind of like that, like the general thoughts the show's lame and bad writing and stuff. But like part of me is like more effective than the 87 Turtles. A little
bit,
because like they stopped the plot twice.
Yeah.
But I understand because they didn't defeat anyone.
They did,
and we know how Venus handles enemies.
Oh yeah,
she just puts that on her AM list and knocks it out.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And we saw that right first thing right here on this show where she's like, oh. That dude that made you the actual TMNT, and you guys have been throwing the football with this guy for like how many years now?
Mm-hmm.
First thing we do is go kill him.
Yep.
And the second thing we do is go in the dream realm and do my dream realm business.
Yep.
And everyone's like, sure, lady, sounds great. And then she's like, look at yourself. And he's like, ah. And then he just mentally dies.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and then she's like, so now we dream realm? We walk to the dream realm? And everyone's like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, yeah. So we know how she handles nemesis.
It's true.
They last about the morning.
Right.
So I could see where her like, wait, is this winning?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where Donnie has to come in and be like, well, like it wasn't a total loss. We got this thing. So he can dissect this. And then we catch back up with the Dragon Lord with his with his new do and that ponytail. Is that growing on you at all? Is that growing on you?
No. It's growing me ill. It makes me feel like
I like it, but I think I like it because it's like, I don't know. I feel like half of me likes the hair being there. Like half of me likes seeing like the hair. Yeah. And then I feel like the other half, it just wishes it wasn't there. Like almost as if it was half shaved, or all the way shaved.
That's kind of what he looks like. It looks like in about 15 minutes he decided I'm going to cut off most of my hair,
right,
but leave some there, because that makes sense.
It does.
Maybe he got grossed out by his own hair, because his hair does. His hair does give me a downstairs mix-up when I just look at it off the bat. Like I go from like 6 to 1. Oh, is that possible? It did. You know what I'm saying? Like I go from 6 to midnight the other way. I inside out boy myself in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like and then I don't know how I feel.
That we don't know anything.
Because maybe he was like shaving his head and he's like, I am going to crawl into my own self and die if I touch my hair anymore. And he left it like that.
Exactly. And LT shows up and explains his situation. But the Dragon Lord says, unlike my hair, I'm going to skin you.
Oh!
And then I love that you get Rank being like, yeah, big fat fibber, and just losing his shit. It's so good. And I've got questions like, where do these skulls come from that he's got here? Because did he bring them with him from the dream world? How did he get them in the dream world? And if he didn't get them from the dream world, did he get them here? And what are they from? Is that the dog from last episode? Like that he just killed, and like, is that a dog skull? I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of dog skulls, surprisingly, given the amount of skulls at my house.
He's got multiples.
Yeah. There's at least 3 that I can see right here.
That's not the dog skull.
It could be.
It probably is. He probably ate the producer's dog.
He probably did.
Holy shit.
So
we said we knew. Then he said, "Oh yeah, no, you're right. Get out of here, dog. We knew that was going to be a midnight snack later that night." There's no way that guy's not eating every like warm-blooded animal he's around.
Exactly.
That's smaller than him.
Yeah,
that's an actual thing.
And so yeah, while they're here, they're having the whole conversation with LT about like getting another chance because all the stuff, and the Dragon Lord concedes and says, "Yeah, we're gonna do that because we need to get another mechanical spider apparently," and that's pretty much it. It a lot.
It didn't do anything.
It didn't really do anything, but I wanna reiterate a couple things that we learned. One thing that we learned is that that Leo likes llamas. That is a fact. The other thing is that the turtle van, or the turtle whatever it's called,
Hummer.
The turtle Hummer has a fire extinguisher that looks like a gun attached to the back.
It just looks like a gun.
Just looks like a gun. We learned that apparently the Dragon Lord knows about basketball, or at least the rules of basketball. And so yeah, that's a thing. Then
if you're dumb like me, you found out that the rank are anthropomorphic dragons.
Oh yeah. If you're one episode behind, yeah.
Like if I would have thought that deep enough, I'd have been like, how the hell are they like people, but they're living in the dream realm, trapped in there with the Dragon Lord? But I don't know why. It's just like, they're just like Foot Ninja.
I get it.
I never thought they were actually dragons themselves because they beat them up.
Yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing. We're all these like ancient dragon dudes. They all be like the Dragon Lord. Like, you'd be like, dude, we can't get one of these guys on the ground, much less all of them.
Right.
But they beat him up like they beat up the Foot Clan. So I just go like, well, I mean, I guess they're just humans that are hanging out with these dragons. Maybe they're enslaved or something. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that. But they never made it clear, at least, because I think I asked and answered my own question because I was looking at an image a couple of episodes back when we addressed it, but it's obvious.
Yeah, you started looking at it like 2 ways, and then you were like, wait a minute,
right?
One way,
like
and the other way,
this way,
and then you're like, wait, you're like, oh, that's right, they must be dragons.
Must be dragons. Like
and see, for me, I was only ever looking at it like one way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just looking one way at it.
Yeah. See, I was kind of split down the middle.
Ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like in stereo. Like you were thinking, you were using both halves of the brain, and I was just very monoform, like just very.
Right. See, it was kind of like I was watching it like this.
You were looking at it from that angle,
and then I looked at it from this.
And then you just took another look. Just one more look at it. Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that, and there was something else I thought we learned, but that's really it. There's nothing that's. This was just kind of like, and granted, this is the part 4 of part 5, so this is not really a climax, really, but
it's not, and we've been kind of spinning our wheels here a little. It was an alright episode. It's just that not a ton happened. I mean, like there's not a lot of development really with Venus, right?
Right.
Oh my God! Just switch to that thing, real.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find something.
But yeah, like not a ton happens. I feel like there's not a lot of meat on the bone here, except that the Dragon Lord really wants some guts, and it just never happens for him because the turtles kind of like rope-a-dope it and kind of like. But you know what? I got to give them. They allowed 0 slack on 2 opportunities. Really.
It's true.
Because they stopped the plan both times, and so that's a 0 slack score.
But you brought this up earlier, but I want to bring it back a little bit. They made sure to hit, and I thought they did a good job of this. At least the fact that they're having this conversation about the ninja's role, that it's always defensive, never offensive. And they threw it. There's a couple of other like phrases they throw out, like the warrior, something about the warrior is not provoked or something like that, or always is or something. I don't know, but nevertheless, it's the duality of like, do we go seeking out trouble or do we, go and just wait for it to happen to us? And both times Raphael made some decent points about it. Like that's one of the cool things from this episode that I loved. And then the fact that so we skipped over this, and now that we're done with it, I just want to go right back. We didn't skip over it. We just didn't dive into it yet, or when we did it. But this whole episode opens up talking about like with Mikey and the captions thinks that Splinter is, or Master, they translated it to Nestor, which is weird. But he's like, "How are your paws?" Yeah, you see that? How are your paws feeling, Nestor?
Nestor, blistered.
But like they don't explain that, and like I love it. I love how they're not like episodes start. Hey, so the dragons they messed up our hands because they're like blood. They kind of like they slow drip it a little bit, and I was like, that's a really neat kind of element that I wouldn't have thought about, and they didn't address, I don't think, last episode. And so that's really cool that we're seeing.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
That's the big one. Is they didn't address that last episode. And I do give them credit for not coming in like, oh, due to the dragon bloods, so hot temperatures, we are all burned. You know what I mean? They didn't like come in like that. And Donnie explains it actually through the tracking mechanism like you have on screen, which is actually good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it doesn't completely like shove it down your throat. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, no, it is practical. They're like, because their blood's so hot, like, word.
And that's the thing that I'm loving about this show is that now granted, it's not, I don't know that it's like perfect by any means, but what I'm enjoying is that they just didn't say
it's not like right down the middle. It's a little more to the side.
Yeah, it's a little more to I think there's more
one
hair.
Side.
There's more hair on the bones, or
there's more hair on the bone on one side.
Yeah, on one side. Yeah. So, but the fact that like their blood is so hot that this is picking up their heat signature, and that it's so potent that that's how they can tell where they're at. Which this thing showed up, I think, episode 1. I think of this series. So
he was tracking people episode 1 with that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I love that it's not just like, because the animated series, what the 87 animated series would have done was they would have had some other convoluted way to make it happen, or there would have been a whole new device. Like there would not have been like any.
No, it would have been the plot of that episode. Most of the plot of that episode would have been Donnie can track people now.
Right. And for that one episode.
For whatever reason. For that one episode. And then that device is never back. One thing I did like here actually too was while they're talking about it's like while we're on the subject of who's hot and who's not, you know what I'm saying? The turtles confirm cold-blooded over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which we never don't know if we've ever gotten a confirmation on that. We've talked about it a ton on this podcast. We have always talked about like in adventures when they're like up in the Alps and shit. I'm like, turtles have a real hard time. Like really hard time right now. That's some torpid shit about to go down over here.
Mm-hmm.
But it never happens.
Right.
And now you know that at least in this continuity, they confirm their body temperature is around 60 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is awesome.
Which is about a little below room temperature and about room temperature in New York, which means they're cold-blooded, which is very interesting. And it also, I mean, it starts to eat apart Mikey's whole, or Donnie's whole, like, I can track us, like from the first episode, because it's like, track some things that are about 60 degrees. What do you mean, like the ambient temperature? Like they literally shouldn't be able to be tracked at all, actually, because they're the temperature of their surroundings, right?
Right. And so, yeah.
So it's you know,
it's very, I don't know, like there's still something just really fun and like, I get why people don't like it.
I like that part. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's still some really neat stuff that's happening here, and I don't know, like I'm really digging it. But
this episode was like fun.
Yeah,
like this episode was like kind of like a placeholder episode, right? It's kind of hanging. Stuff happens, but they and there's a little bit of background given, I guess. But I gotta admit, I think the only part I was a little disappointed in, and this might just be my old animated series brain talking to me, where I'm so used to these rhythms. But the fact that they like kind of like they mentioned the invincibility potion last episode, right? So they kind of bring it over to this one.
Did they mention the invincibility part? Because I think that I knew they talked about the mutation or doing something, like because he was like their blood. There's something about their blood. Or something.
They 100% mention it.
But I don't know about the invincibility part.
They 100% mentioned the invincibility potion.
Okay.
Because I remember them. Actually, I have our thanks to the cloud.
Ooh.
I have our old notes right here.
Yeah.
Dragonlord gets Wick to make some invincibility brew that requires animals. That is
interesting. Okay, cool.
302 show notes.
Nice.
Yeah. So we knew that about this thing. So they bring it up, and I like that in a serial format where you're like, yep, the end of episode 3 says, all right, man, we got to make that potion. Then like, first thing in episode 4, it's that witch's brew. You know what I'm saying? Like right off the bat, like trying to make that potion. So like that's happening. My only downer is like, it just didn't resolve it.
Yeah.
It would be, I would have almost liked it better if Dragonlord's like, cool. All right, nice. First of all, I guess we can't make the goddamn potion because everyone's dumb. So now we're moving on to this next shit, right? You know what I mean? Like, because that's what I think he would do. Honestly, I think Dragonlord would be like, cool. I gave everybody a shot with the potion. Wick, you said you had the potion. We went to the Bubba's Furniture, couldn't get the potion. And then we're like, why don't we go to the zoo and we'll get the shit for the potion? And then the turtles came back, and then my lieutenant of the rank had a panic attack. Yeah. That sucks. And now I'm done with the potion shit. Like I'm the Dragon Lord. We're going to go murder them. They cannot literally kick me. Like they have yet to land a hit on me. The chick made my foot move once. Yeah. That's all they've done to me. I'm going to march over to them and kill them all.
Yeah.
Like I'm not convinced they can hurt me.
Yeah.
And whatever. So when he ends on kind of like, he's all like, eyes are all red. I'm like, oh, dude, like, is he going to kill Lieutenant? Because I thought he was about to kill LT.
I did too.
For a minute, I thought, dude, this guy is going to kill LT. And that's going to be how this episode is. But that'd be gross. Instead, he's like, yes, no, you're right. Everyone gets a second chance. I also love the fact that, like, the Dragon... Oh, man. I don't want to say the Dragon Lord's dumb. But Dragon Lord's real mad. Because look at it. Wick and the Lieutenant went to do the thing. Yeah. Right? Like, LT went out there.
Yeah.
He comes back. Bro, sorry, boss. Had a panic attack. And he's like, excuse me? And then that dude blames it on Wick.
And he lost the spider.
He lost the spider, too.
Yeah.
He blames it on Wick for no reason. Like, there is nothing that
that's true.
Wick to the fact that mission failed. So Dragon Lord looks at Wick like, I'm going to eat you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wick's like, ha ha ha, no, what are you talking about? This guy had a panic attack.
Yeah.
And then Dragon Lord's like, huh, true. Everyone gets a second shot. I'm like, what happened? Like, did you really like mentally rope-a-dope the Dragon Lord like that?
It seems that way.
Did it feel that way to you? It felt like the end was like everyone's pointing the finger, and then Dragon Lord goes, well, I guess I don't know who to be mad at.
Right.
Try again.
It felt that way because so Saban has a tendency to do this with Power Rangers, or at least the Power Rangers franchise in general did. So when Lord Zed shows up, he's terrifying. Like his costume looks amazing. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first American like addition to Power Rangers. Everything else up to that point had been recycled from Super Sentai. And if I'm Top Satan is in Power Rangers is in the American version, but they don't call him Top Satan. They call him something else, which is unfortunate. But yeah, Top Satan. I love Top Satan. But
that's a damn shame.
I know. I got to go back and find those clips because they were hilarious.
Damn shame.
But the thing is that they thought he was too scary for kids, so they started to make him less scary by having him like have some more empathy and have a little bit more like. You could subvert his ire occasionally, and I think that's a lesson, I guess, that they saw where that they might have tested it with kids and saw that really worked. But I don't know if they tested it with 40-year-olds that would be watching it 20 years after it came out. They didn't think about our demographic at all.
Well, that was like a real oversight.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Someone needs to get a hold of Saban and tell him to not make that mistake again. But I totally felt what you were talking about. It felt like it could go either way. Like it was like one way or the other. Like with this situation. But but like this episode just didn't have what the other ones did. The other ones seemed like they had some resolution, and
yes, that's my problem. Is like so doing the potion next episode too.
So I feel like I feel like if this was an hour special or a 40-minute special, that they could have redeemed this episode by having it be like, okay, this is just the middle of this episode, and kind of do something else, and then they would have also been able to not do some things at the first half of this, knowing they had a longer time. But I'm very interested in the bones, and I'm wondering if that's going to be like a running theme with this show. Like, are they going to be trying to get different animals, which is kind of cool, and I'm kind of here for that because then if you deal with the different animals like attributes, that's going to be intriguing to some degree to see how they like make that happen. But if all they get is invincibility, there is some coolness to that because then it would rely on the turtles would have to rely on more of their environment again to outsmart the bad guys, which I mean I'm a fan of.
Yeah, that leads to a significant uptick in rope-a-dope.
It does
when the turtles aren't strong enough to just overpower someone.
It does, but which would you prefer? Would you prefer like half of that, like 50? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
I think that's where I'm at. I
would I prefer someone hold half this shit, basically? And I know sometimes I feel like I need someone to
hold half my shit. Yeah,
hold half my shit. Yeah. No, I feel like we're spinning our wheels on it. I think we'll see next episode. I'm kind of looking forward to East meets West kind of ending.
Yeah,
a little bit, right? So that we can just get on to like episodes, just to be like, all right, like now we're not having to keep this story like this lineup because I would say this is probably one of the weaker episodes so far. It was unoffensive for sure. Like Venus was not treated like a she wasn't objectified really.
No.
Everything was okay. She still does her thing where she uses the wrong phrases. That's cute to me. I don't think it's a problem. And she did her job of like kind of poking at the normalcy of the turtles, like being kind of like, oh, this is what you do. You go and like kind of beat people up and then don't really solve the problem. And then you call that a win. Like, and that's what she needs to be there for, frankly.
Right.
If we're going to do the fish out of water thing, we're like, oh, she uses the wrong phrases. It sounds like she's dumb. On the other side, she needs to also be like, yeah, no, I just don't know your language and all your weird English shit, but you aren't winning. Like, that, like we'd have both those sides, I think, and we're getting it. So we'll see next episode and kind of see what they come up with. You know,
I'm excited about it. I'm
part 5.
I'm very firmly enjoying this. It's doing something for me, and I'm here for it. I'm glad that like you seem to feel kind of the same. Like we're kind of in the same boat. And
So
I'm
not on the other side, bro.
That's cool. I'm glad you're not.
We're not on two sides on this.
I'm glad we're seeing eye to eye. You know,
we're seeing eye to eye.
Yeah, that it's not lopsided or whatever. But
it's not like we are not lopsided.
Yeah, no, not at all. Very well balanced.
We are two sides of a really awesome coin.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is.
It is.
Some of us are more two-faced than others, but I mean, you know, like
that
who knows
who
that is?
Who knows?
We can both be that way sometimes. Sometimes it's you.
Sometimes it's me. Right tonight it is. Today it is. And yeah, and
you feeling two-faced today?
A little bit. At least here on you. Do I sound? I don't think I sound two-faced, but I do. I feel like I look two-faced on YouTube. I feel like there's something. You do
have a different. I don't know if it's your lighting or something, but you have like a different kind of complexion. You know what I mean?
Do I have a certain shadow on one side of my face? Maybe.
Yeah,
something like that.
Mess with your lighting a little bit.
Yeah, I might have to change the shaving. I mean the shading.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So guys,
Facebook group email by no.
yeah. Everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. What did you think of this episode? Did you like this? Did you like their explanation for the invincibility? Have you ever punched a dragon? Is your blood like lava? We need to know this. We need to know all this. Is it hot fire?
Sometimes, man, when I'm under those covers, like last night, bro, right before the freaking emergency alert system popped off.
Yeah.
This is what made. Okay, so just so you guys know, just filling really fast. Our state, was it our state or our county? I don't know who the hell did it.
Yeah, as our state,
or how far it went. Decided to broadcast a test of the emergency alert system, which is like the same tone you get for an Amber Alert.
Yeah.
Okay. It is piercing out of your phone. It doesn't matter what volume your phone's on. My phone was on Do Not Disturb as well because I was sleeping.
And it disturbed you.
And it doesn't matter. It came piercing through our phones, all of us, at 4:45 on the .am.
Yep.
Strip.
Yep.
It scared the shit out of me. I flew out of bed. Feet were on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm not joking, dude. My feet were on the freaking ground. Alicia was up almost out of bed.
Were you naked?
The noise stopped. I got them boxer briefs on, son.
Oh, okay. Because I listened to an episode of Turtle Soup where you were telling me you were sleeping naked, so I didn't know if that changed.
Before I had children, I slept naked.
Oh, that makes a ton of sense. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm glad you clarified.
That's right. That's right. That was the demarcation line. If you wanted to know, like, so for example,
that makes
like
sense.
For like half of my life, I was in there buff in the clean. You know what I'm saying, on one side of it. Now on the other side, I got stuff on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got see. So that's
like that.
And then now I have that on me.
Okay, good.
So for a while I was just in the buff.
Right.
And then the other side of me was what had to wear boxer briefs.
That makes sense.
But that thing popped off, and I thought it was nuclear war. Something about me to know is like I just have that. Like I'm just like always waiting for it. Like I've been this way my entire life. I really care. I'm the only person. So like if you're like hanging out at like a store or like hanging out at like an doctor's office, and the tone for the emergency alert system comes over the TV, I'm there looking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm terrified.
Everybody else is still talking, doing shit. I walk to the television and look because I'm like, here it comes. Right. Last night I was on the ground like it's happening. It's happening. Yeah. And then I looked at my phone.
Yeah.
Probably something wrong with me.
Probably.
But now there's memes. Like I saw like a ton of memes online about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like from my local friends, they're all making memes about it because it was awful.
It was pretty bad.
Was the worst thing that's ever happened. And what's funny is it was an accident.
Was it really? I thought they had it scheduled for it.
Nope. It was scheduled. It was supposed to go over TV.
Oh.
Not phones. Very important.
Different.
Because if it's over television, they assume you're awake.
Right. Yeah.
They were supposed to test the television part.
And your TV's not going to turn on to do that. Like your TV's not going to be like.
And your TV's not going to turn on to do that. And it's not going to put out like 140 decibels of like 1K tone that's like disharmonized with other tones right in your eardrum. It's not going to do that.
Yeah.
But it did that. And I thought it was all over.
Yeah. Well, you know what's almost over? This episode. And so has something like that ever happened to you? Do you constantly think that it's going to be the end of the world if your phone wakes you up? Do you sleep naked? Yep. We need to know. turtlesoupshow@gmail.com is the way to let us know. And if you have any questions about the turtles, if you want the turtles to come out and fight whatever it is, let us know. Put it in the in the header of your email. Is that the header? I don't know. Whatever. In the email. And yeah, we'll read it. And if it's too long,
the body. Put it in the body.
No, what's the title? The title.
Body? What are you talking
What's the? Is that what it is?
Title.
Just the title? Yeah.
Yep.
Title felt weird. Subject. Yes. Thank you. That was going to bother me. So the subject. You could put Turtles
Just
Come Out
put
and Fight
in
that. Or TCAFT.
naked.
Or I see naked. Yeah, there you go. That's all we need. And then if you do sleep naked or not, you can always find us on the home of the internet, turtlesoupshow.com. Oh, it was so good. turtlesoupshow.com. All the episodes are up there, and that's fun. And then, if you want to join all the fun and see what at least half of us are talking about, you can follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe, and see what kind of shenanigans we get into like we did today. And that's really cool. Thanks to everyone who's on YouTube right now and in the chat. We're going to be in the post game in a second, and that's where we get our listeners and reviewers to help us name the episode. So if that sounds like something you want to be a part of, come check us out. We usually record on Thursday nights around 7:30. Start it. And so that's where we're at. I think that's everything. Oh, Patreon. If you want to throw some pennies our way and keep us from saying clang and get some cool stuff eventually once I make it and get it looking good and everything, which should be pretty soon.
Unless you stop halfway through.
That's pretty much what happened is that I got halfway done and then I just
halfway done, you just stop.
It's like there's a pattern there that's just like two tone.
It's like you're just doing that a lot lately. Like you're just getting kind of halfway.
Exactly. Like I'm like a productivity Jekyll and
Hyde.
Hyde.
Your yard's like half mowed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you're like half drinking bottles of water everywhere.
Oh yeah, definitely. But you can go to Patreon and get you don't have to do anything half on Patreon. You can do full on Patreon there.
Full on.
And be part of Patron Ranger and all that fun stuff. And we call them family. So thank y'all very much. And next time we're gonna be doing episode, what is that? 4? No, 5. Yes,
5.
Episode 5
is the thrilling conclusion of East Meets West.
Indeed. So so until then, else time.
Else time.
Oh, dang. I got to fix you still.
What'd you do to me, bro?
Sorry.
Dude, I'm zoomed in. What the fuck? What is wrong with you, man? Like, how'd that happen?
It's whatever the audio engine got all messed up. Somehow it changed everything and just got us all discombobulated. Like every one of your scenes got they all got messed up.
I could almost prop this up and actually make it me.
That's pretty funny.
It looks like your boy just creeping in. Hold on. No, if I move my mic stand, I can absolutely do it. Hold on. I wish I had some tape, like just like right here. Be like, that'd be perfect. He won't stay, I don't think.
Oh wait, you're trying to get him in that thing. Let me get it back.
I'm trying to get him on the thing, dude.
Oh dang, no, it already messed it up. It already fixed it.
If I get him to balance, you are 100% going to reframe this. Yes.
Okay.
You're going to recrop it.
Okay. Good God. All
Sorry.
Right. No, you're fine. This is worth it. I could probably make it better.
Yeah. Now you're gonna do it like that.
Yeah. There you go.
So I found the one spot that. Yeah. Thank you. I found the one spot that he would balance on, and it took me a while.
Okay. There you go. That's worth it. That's worth it.
Pretty. Love it.
Man, guys, thank you so much for being here. This has been a blast. I hope y'all have had fun. Like just everybody in the chat. Gosh, y'all are a trip.
Yeah, no, you guys have made this like super fun because even during like the content, I was kind of like reading the comments and like oh damn it.
Oh, there he goes.
Well, no, you don't change it.
Oh, don't change it. Okay. We're gonna leave it like that.
We'll make this work.
Okay.
But anyway, you guys were awesome in the comments and stuff. They really made the show really fun to do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I saw something that Adam Streeter in the chat said, I'm behind a few episodes. I don't know if this has been resolved. Eric, I know you made a comment that the DVD had the first 7 episodes. Is the DVD labeled East Meets West? Yes, it is. It's labeled East Meets West, the first volume. And it says it on the spine as well. The Next Mutation, East Meets West. And first 7 episodes. But it's only, the first 5 are considered that, if I'm not mistaken. And oh yeah, it says it in here. Let's see if I can get it on the screen.
Yeah, because that's the title. That's kind of that's the East Meets West life.
There we go. So, oh geez.
Right, yeah.
So that's that. But yeah. Oh my Lord.
Dude, just like that image you had of Splinter and everyone just like loving like the Splinter image and then Ben saying Splinter's face after Eric flushed him down the toilet.
See, I don't get to see a lot of the chat.
I read that in real time and I was like, do not laugh at the thing that's like off screen. That doesn't make any sense. Master Nestor.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was too good. That was too good. Man.
I punch the dragon every night. Know what I'm saying? God damn it, my God. Oh, Mr. Bucket Alarm. That's probably exactly what it was to be 100.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's why I think it's going down. I hear that alarm and I'm like, that's it. He found my balls.
Balls are in mouth.
Balls alert. That was terrifying.
It was.
God.
It was.
And now what's funny is there was like the Tampa Bay Times like interviewed someone about that and they were like, yeah, whoops, it was supposed to be on TV, not through your phones at 4:45. And they were like, are you concerned that a bunch of you basically just made a shit ton of people turn off emergency notifications on their phone?
Yeah, that's the thing they didn't think about, I bet.
Yeah. And the guy's like, I really hope they don't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you lost half of us.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you. I wouldn't say half.
I mean, which half, Ryan?
I would say realistically. I'm not joking. I think realistically, like, at least 15% of people turned off that alert from their phone.
Oh,
they looked up how to do it, and they're like, that's never going to happen to me again.
Never again.
And that's cool, because that means you get no Amber Alerts. You get no weather advisories. no tornado watches, which can happen in Florida in the middle of the night. You could be sleeping in bed, and some stupid thunderstorm could be like, "Oh, it's 3 a.m, burr, burr, burr," and come through and like make an actual tornado that will like eat your shit up.
Or you could be playing a show in Lakeland at a bar, and the tornado happens like 2 miles south of you, north of you, whatever, and that was terrifying. But yeah,
your high school nickname could have been Waterspout.
Yep.
And then whenever you hear that name, you go, "My name from before," and then you get flashbacks.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to be careful with all that. So they did a lot of damage today. Which is unfortunate.
They really did.
But yeah. So
man,
guys in the chat, thank you so much for all the appreciation of the photos, the screenshots. They mean a lot to me. It's funny. It's like my little way of like just capturing the moments that people just like go by. Like one of my favorite was because this is the first one I think that they've gotten a lot of typos, because there's one where it looks like, I don't know what they said, but it just says retail. That's all that popped up was retail. And
well, that was retail. Well, that was after Splitter. You actually captured it perfectly on that one of the grabs you got, where Splitter's like, "Need to get more ice."
Oh yeah,
it was like out of nowhere,
out of nowhere.
The way he dropped that is so like that dude. It's almost hard to put words to. The way he said that is one hundo that roommate that you're really pissed at.
Right.
The roommate that somehow seems to never like buy the sodas, never like chips in on pizza, always finds a way to not pay for shit.
Right.
Is the first one that says that. And
yes.
Oh my God, no. Yes. And actually the way he says it's the best. Because they were in the middle of saying something. He's like, "Plus, we're going to need to stock up on more ice."
Yeah.
And you want to turn to that dude and be like, "You go buy the fucking ice." You want to turn to him and say, "What'd you say?"
Right.
And that's when they go down to like 50%. Like they basically get like half Harry on it. You know what I mean? Right. And they're like like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, go the other way.
Oh.
Go the other way. Because they're half Harry. Yeah, they're kind of weak.
There you go.
And they go like, "Well, I was just mentioning that we're out of ice."
Oh yeah, we're just out of ice. Yeah.
And that's when you're like, "Oh, that's cool." And you literally, even if you want ice, you don't buy it.
Yeah, no.
Not that time.
Not with that attitude.
And guess what? He won't buy the ice either.
He won't. So. He won't. But goodness. Man. Let's see. Yeah, Adam Streeter in the chat talking about when the Next Mutation originally came out on DVD, I made sure I got Volume 1, and it was like 6 months, give or take, with Volume 2. I wanted to make sure I got those because I did not with the 03 series. Yeah, I unfortunately, I bought 1 or 2 of the 03 series, but then I was waiting for a box set, and they never made it. Yeah. Or if they did, it was hard to get. And unless you're in Canada, and if any of our Canadian listeners can hook your boy up, I know we got some money.
John Clemens, just go dig one up for your boy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know y'all got that at whatever passes for like a thrift store over there, like whatever your Dollar Tree is. It's probably just there.
Is the region different? I think the region might be different there, though. So because they're not Blu-ray.
Crack that shit, son.
I looked up and I saw Krang. Say it, and it sounded like Craig saying
crack that shit, son. Crack that shit, son.
Okay, cool. Thanks,
Come over
John.
to the Technodrome. I've got a universal player. Krang is that boy that had that jailbroken ass DVD player, and you're like, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, my DVD player plays all DVDs from all regions.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to go to your house. Like I don't want to. I don't want to go.
I don't want to see it.
I don't want to go to your house. But he overhears that shit. Like you and your friends are talking. You're like, bro, man, like I got this cool ass like martial arts movie from like the 70s. It looked cool as shit. Like somebody ripped somebody's balls off, but the problem is it's like Japanese. And then it's like, yeah, man, teach me to buy stuff on eBay. God damn it. And then this guy rolls up.
Yeah.
Quack, 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 quack. You always hear him coming. Somebody say something about a DVD. I got that jailbroken DVD player, son. I'm just cracking myself up looking at Craig in the video.
You are. You're loving this. Krang would have HD DVDs.
PS1, son.
He would have that. M's saying he's got the broken PS1, the jailbroken PS1, excuse me.
Yeah, man.
John Clemens with the
100.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
The anime
back when that was
below.
a thing, that's the thing. Back when regions were an actual thing we had.
Yeah.
If a dude had a jailbroken like DVD player, they were usually had an anime body pillow because they had to get their smut from somewhere and they had to jailbreak something for that.
Right.
Or they were like that boy who was like super like secretly cool, who was like just really into like weird indie films and shit.
Yeah.
Or you didn't want to know why it was jailbroken.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I do.
Be like, I can't even say it.
Oh my goodness.
You seen Old Boy? You're like,
yeah.
You're like, yeah, shit. Actually, yeah, man. You're the only other guy I know that's like seen Old Boy. Really? Yeah. And he's like, yeah, man. I got that jailbroke DVD player. You're like, oh shit. Are you cool? Damn.
Yeah. It's almost like so for my birthday. Have you ever seen the movie Rockula?
No.
It's kind of like that. Shannon,
I can play it on my DVD player if you were to bring it over.
You can watch it on your jailbroken PS1. Well, PS1 didn't play DVDs, did it? I don't think it did. No, it was PS2. But yeah, it was kind of Shannon bought it. It's a movie that has Toni Basil in it. She's a vampire's mom. And then the antagonist in the movie is Thomas Dolby from She Blinded Me with Science, that dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's kind of a musical, but not really. It's more like a movie that has music in it. It's very weird and I love it so much. And oh man, I might have to see if we can do that on How We Sees It. We might have to throw that out there and make them watch that. That'd be amazing. But oh,
weird.
But she bought it and I mean, you know, my wife knows that the quality of stuff you buy on the internet sometimes, especially of movies that are rare, especially if you didn't pay $1 million for it, you're gonna get something kind of janky. Yeah, and it showed up in a white envelope, just the DVD, the thin paper slip.
It was
one of those. Yeah, and it was like marker wrote on it, like just yeah, Rockula.
That bitch said Josh. You're like, what?
Josh.
I don't know if I ever told my I know Jake just said, ever seen Nietzsche the Killer? No, like that's completely who this guy is. I just want to throw that love. So like my story with Old Boy was weird as shit. I just want to let you know, and this is gonna sound the most indie ass. Like I'm ever seen E.T. You ever seen oh my god, ever seen Eating Raoul? Like that's basically who this guy is. But my story with Old Boy was super weird. So my boy, my main man, Odie, right? Jonathan, was deployed in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
And your boy got a hold of like all these like basically just like any kind of like Asian like they did these like Asian like bootleg film, especially they had a ton of Korean bootlegs.
Oh,
the guys would sell on base and stuff like that, right? Like so people would come over from there with a bunch of bootleg movies, sell them near the base. So Odie got a copy of Old Boy, like right when it released in South Korea.
Yeah.
And then he mails me, he copies the movie like on DVD, like he like images it and copies it, sends me his original copy. And then I watch it and it's Old Boy. It's fucking nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I can't talk to anyone about it.
Mm-hmm.
No one's seen it. I know that's going to sound like that. Oh, I'm a hipster. I'm on that shit. But I'll be honest, it kind of blew because the only literal people who I could talk to about Old Boy was someone I made sit down and watch Old Boy with me because no one knew about it.
Yeah.
And you talk about it and people are like, what are you fucking talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It was so weird. It kind of sucked for a minute.
Yeah. It was kind of like there was like it was cool because you got to see like the one thing, like you got to see something really cool, but then it was bad because you didn't have anyone to talk to about it, right? Like, there's two sides to
that's
that,
exactly.
Right? Like
there's
a good
two sides. At first, you're like, oh my god, like I feel like really cool because I like, how's no one seen this movie?
Right.
And you know it's like a Korean bootleg. You're like, okay, but then like on the other side of me, on the other side of my face, I'm just like, man, that blows because like, like it actually, like imagine like some of the most like I gotta talk about this movies you've ever seen being like that. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Like imagine if like you back in like high school you were the only kid with a copy of Fight Club.
Yeah.
Back when everyone had to talk about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Even though it's against the first rule of Fight Club.
Exactly. Defeats the purpose.
Imagine being like, fuck. Like there's this movie, you know, and what happens is, and they're like, what? Because also explain Old Boy to someone. You look like Krang, basically.
You do. You literally do right now.
Anyway.
So yeah. A lot of stuff happened in the chat.
That's pretty funny. No one's seen this, and I can't talk about it. Me talking about the IDW TMNT run. No, that's facts. You'll need to find like a Usenet user group. Like bulletin board boy for that.
Yeah. And then you're like, oh, they're doing a Turtles podcast. I'm gonna go hear them talk about it. And then no, we won't be talking about that for a while. But yeah,
guys.
So
I gotta be 100 with y'all. I know Eric's giving me signs like we gotta leave, and I think we do. So here's my thing. It's gonna be damn hard to get past certification.
Yeah, Jake kind of like sealed the deal on that one for me.
He kind of like nailed that in pregame,
but
during the landing page.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of funny shit, and you guys are like killing me with all this funny shit. I cannot think of one that's better.
I've said it every time we've gone on break and I've gone outside to talk to my wife or get something or whatever. Anytime we took a second, certified turtlefied, just constantly, just it's stuck. So you know that's up there. But let's see if we got anything
certified turtlefied.
Let's see. I'm gonna write it down, but let's see. But if I don't know. The only other thing that I could think of was the ice. Like I think Ben mentioned. Maybe it wasn't him. I see that he mentioned Master Nestor and the Cold-Blooded Boys.
No, that I saw that. I really liked that.
But I think someone else said something about the ice too. And I was trying to think of something there, but I got nothing.
Ben, I want to give Ben honorable mention for double dribbling Dragon Lord.
Oh yeah,
that is. Can we on another day because the alliteration?
Yeah,
on another day, I think that would have just been the episode. Also, Jake threw in them bones, which I think probably would have also been another really good contestant.
Yeah. If I'm gonna like any grunge band, it's probably going to be Alice in Chains. Is that fair to say? Not counting Nirvana, because I don't count Nirvana.
So, man, I hope you would. I hope you do,
because
I've been waiting to share my love of grunge with you.
I know, and
forever.
I've come a long way. I like to think that I've made it halfway. You know what I'm saying? I've made it halfway there.
Bro, hear me out about how if you got into Alice in Chains, any record really, we'd just basically be scissoring. Just
oh my goodness. We might.
I'm sorry, it's Krang, y'all.
It's Krang doing that.
Yeah, man.
Would it look like would it look like this, Ryan? Is that what it would look like?
Oh shit! No, I know it. Yes, that's right. I got it because I was thinking about that, and I thought that's. And when I for some reason when I read it on there, I was like, "This is called scissoring," and I'm like, I guessed.
I think the next line, dude, the next line.
Show your friends or something like
try it with your buddy. It's
try it with your
fun.
buddy. No,
I've heard it's not, but I don't know.
I'm straight not convinced that wasn't actually literally like a reference to that.
It has to.
It's too specific. Like plump booty call. Let's go. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like
plump
that's way too
diddly, all that stuff. They're on Sex Street right here. Like this is. See, I thought that alley that they were talking about was a certain kind of alley we used to talk about, but it's probably just plain old sex alley. It's probably just plain old just Sex Street.
No,
That's
man,
all that is.
like diddly diddly diddly. Diddly diddly diddly.
Diddly diddly diddly. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Diddly diddly. Jesus. What's wrong with us? It's like we're losing half our minds. God.
Yeah, I know. It's like you're half the person I used to know. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Yeah, get back, man. What happened?
Gosh, I gotta fix it
what
again.
What happened to Krang, dude?
Jeez, why are you making me work so much tonight?
Scissoring on Sex Street, Jake. That's pretty good too.
There you go. I fixed you.
Oh, that's the back of the subway, Bob. Oh, half the man I used to be. That's it. Yeah, that's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah, Alice in Chains. We could absolutely wear mood rings and stuff about that. And then
when Seal talks about them harmonies, I listen. Anytime somebody talks about harmonies to me, that's where I'm like, oh, okay. I don't care what it is. Let me hear them harmonies, and I'm like, oh, here comes the rooster. Shit. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. Oh my God, Jake, I missed this comment, and I hate that I missed it. Jake, it's absolutely not controversial to say Self-Titled is the best Alice in Chains album because I think it is. Yes. The guitar tone on that album literally informed all of my opinions on distorted guitar tone. I'm not joking. It changed my whole ass life.
Yeah.
Yes. Over Now and that super neck pickup, distorted, forever sustain, that he got on those notes, Jerry got on those notes, changed my entire thing.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. When I play leads on guitar, I switch to the neck pickup and go for ultimate smooth sustain all the time because of Jerry Cantrell. It changed everything about my entire guitar tone life. That album. Also, Alice in Chains Unplugged is badass.
Yeah.
It's hot. It is hot fire. It is dead on. It is. Anyways, goddamn. I'm sorry. If I talk about it too much, you won't get into it now.
That's true. You're gonna overhype me. Don't do it. But yeah, I'm kind of there. I had to get our buddy Terry to come do some we got to celebrate whatever day it is today, and that might get me kind of there because he almost got me with what was Black Hole Sun's band before
Soundgarden.
Yeah, but what were they?
It makes me so. Can I just I'm sorry. This might be a little bit open conversation on the post game about just some friendship. Just pop the hood on the friendship.
Yeah,
it makes me very sad that Terry can just somehow has this magical power with you, where he'll show you grunge and shit, and you'll be like, "Whoa, bro." Oh my God, dude. It's I've never heard this before. And you're opening my mind. But I've been trying to do that for 10 years.
Oh, I know.
And so you just don't give a shit.
I just never did.
I'm like, bro.
But dude, I can't. You got me to come around out about, so much on Nirvana.
This shit.
A lot more than I ever did. And because you made me realize that it wasn't grunge as much as it was punk. And that's when
absolutely.
You recontextualized it for me like that, that's where I was like, oh, okay, I get this now. I like this now. It just made sense in that way. And then he just he played me something and I was like, okay, I'm never gonna listen to it, but I do appreciate it a little bit more than I used to, because I didn't. But then Preston's been all over Alice in Chains for a minute, and then Seal, you know what I mean? If Seal tries to tell you to listen to something, dude, he's even talking about Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and I'm like, my name's in that shit, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I might have to go listen to them some more, and yeah, but it's them harmonies, man. Them harmonies will get you every time, you know what I'm saying? So
In Utero's not pop, bro. There are pop songs on In Utero, but
sorry, y'all.
Yeah, and it was produced by Albini. Dude, pop on Milk It. Tell me that Milk It is a pop song. Milk It's the best song ever.
So Ryan, let's keep it. Let's do one Turtles thing real quick, and then we're gonna have to name the episode and get out of here. What?
Yes.
And I want everyone else. Son of a bitch.
It's gotten late enough now.
It has. It has. And guys in the chat, let us know too. So the four Turtles, what's gonna be their go-to grunge band? Like what's their one? The one they pick. What do y'all think?
Wow, that's a lot to get into right here at the end, brother.
Sorry,
here we go. It's lightning round. It's
Your mama did a pop tune. Oh my goodness.
Whatever, M. Wow.
Oh, I love it.
You know what, M? You know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I hope you never find your wallet.
Ryan, you don't mean
you lose that shit.
You don't mean that. You
hope that cowboy hat steals your identity.
Okay.
There's a cowboy hat, take it out, buying like cool ass sweat lodges in your name with your credit card. Like suck. Like everything sucks.
All right.
While you're with that sad ass take about like, oh, Nirvana's just pop.
All right. So Jake comes in with Mikey Nirvana, Dawn Pearl Jam, Leo Soundgarden, and Raph Alice in Chains. Okay, that sounds good to me.
No, Alice in Chains has like a gutter punk dirt rock thing going on that Raph would be into.
But Mikey is the hard one for me always. Like I'm not sure. Like would he? I guess he would. No, if I believe it depends. Again, it depends on which iteration we're talking about. But then again, Mikey is a writer in almost every iteration, and he's got both sides to him. And so Kurt, I guess, had like the funny side to him as well as the serious side. So I can see that. I can see that a lot, actually. Pearl
Jam. Don would be a Pearl Jam. I've never been a huge Pearl Jam guy. Don.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Don would. It's not really grunge, but Don would be insufferably into Tool. That'd be the real issue.
Yeah. The real issue. Insufferably. Jesus. Why are you making so many enemies tonight?
I don't know.
You just you don't even have your face on screen right now, and you talking so much shit.
Well, maybe that's why I feel like I can't talk all these shits because Craig's taking the rap for it. Craig's like, I don't know why I said that.
Oh man. Well,
I hope you lose your wallet.
Don would like prog metal. He totally would. Guys, if anyone's still listening and you want to chime in with this, email us at turtlesoupshow@gmail.com because we got to kind of get out of here. But we've had a blast tonight, guys. We got to name the episode real quick. I think, are we still on Certified Turtlefied?
Yeah, I think it has to be. But I've had so much fun with you guys. This is like
seriously
one of the funnest episodes ever. Like pregame, prime, postgame. It's been way too good. Craig.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, like getting into Tool is cool if you don't mind your favorite singer being a rapist.
Jesus, Ryan, golly. Oh my Lord. All right, so do you want to name it or do you want because I think Ben Eaglin's like, yeah, else time. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, Ben's like in this, like die.
Like, all right, I'm out. We're with you, Ben. We're with you.
Right.
So all right, real quick. Raph. Oh, so M writes in Raph Mudhoney, Mikey the Jesus Lizard, Don Pearl Jam, Leo Silverchair. Interesting takes. I like that. Okay.
You think Leo's skin deep like that? Is that like a slight right there? Like is that a slight on that one?
So all right. Certified Turtlefied. I think you should do it, but as Krang's voice. Like I think you need to do it.
Okay.
Certified Turtlefied. Whatever.
Certified Turtlefied. Certified Turtlefied.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'll do episode 303. All right, you ready?
I think, man. Okay. Certified Turtlefied. Certified.
It's
I'm laughing too, Jake. Like my throat hurts. I've been laughing so hard. Like this
That's
whole
why
thing.
I'm trying to get out of here.
Really bad. Like I've been in rough shape. I love you guys so much. Like we need to carry this one around into the next episode because this is so good.
I know. I know.
Whew.
All right,
we got it.
All right, here we go. Turtle Soup episode 303.
Certified Turtlefied.
Okay. That's pretty
Is that
good.
okay?
That's pretty good.
My
It's
throat
hard.
hurts too bad from laughing to do the. He has that break.
Yeah.
There's some of that too. That down
where he goes
there.
deep. Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds
yeah.
like that classic ass like Tenacious D, that inward singing. You know what I'm talking about? You
right,
remember that?
right. Yeah.
Remember that? Like, it's how the fucking lyrics, and you can't believe I'm thinking. That whole. I can't even do it as well as he can. Bro, check it out. Inward singing. Yeah, I'll give it one more go. Yeah. To put a little more Dimension X.
Okay. Yeah.
Keep it 50.
50. Just give it 4. Just give it the 4. Don't give it the whole 8. Just give it the 4.
I need to like warm up with Shredder.
It's pretty good. All right.
Okay.
Turtle Soup episode 303.
Certified turtle fied.
Ooh, that was really
good. I tried to
good.
bring it in at the end
You
like
brought
that.
it
I was
in.
pretty happy with that.
I'm pretty happy with that. You might have a new career.
I couldn't believe I actually did that. Like,
that was
like, is
awesome.
that like, am I like too chuckle bust to like? That felt really good.
That felt really good. Like,
that was pretty good.
That was.
I'm surprised I brought it down in the end of that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Like, I was not expecting you to get that deep.